97.5 KTBB FM.
Three receivers split toward the wide side of the field, the home side, and one tight left. Myers puts the ball on the ground. Potter picks it up, and it's going to be a scoop and score. This is Brennan Davis. Touchdown Apaches. Myers fumbles it. Davis picks it up. And how about this? The Apaches are about to cut it to a 2-point game.
Well, the Apaches got the play they absolutely needed to have, and that's a huge return. As the return man actually stumbled after he picked it up, I thought he was going to fall, but he was able to keep his balance and get to the end zone.
Last Saturday night, a wild one up at NEO in Miami, Oklahoma. Brennan Davis, the sophomore linebacker for the Apaches, cut the game to a 2-point deficit, but the Apaches wound up losing to NEO 40-35, which means that at 3-2, they're in a 4-way tie for first place as we welcome you back to Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium for their game against 2-3 Cisco this afternoon here on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM KTBB. Brennan Davis, again, is the Apache linebacker who made that big play last week. He is a sophomore from Grapevine.
Brennan, first of all, talk to me about the scoop and score and almost winning the ball. I saw the fumble snap, the runner tried to pick it up and he kicked it. Somehow ended up right in my hand. Threw off running. I was so excited. I threw off running. I started stumbling a bit because I was just wide open grass. And then once I started running, I was yeah, I'm about to score this one. That was my first college touchdown.
You came close Saturday night at NEO, but you didn't get the win. So just talk to me about the urgency of winning this game now, because it seems to be kind of must win for both of you and the team you're playing with.
We need to win if we get in playoffs. We have 2 straight. We'll take 2 games to have home field advantage for a playoff game. So everyone's it's crunch time. Everyone's getting down. Have to practice hard this week. We should be able to win one game.
Cisco blew out. Talk to me about what they do.
They have a good plan to do. We have to stop the pass.
Now let's talk about the defense.
Excites our players, even excites the defensive players get behind him. I thought he played hard. Nobody wanted to win more than him. A lot of people wanted to win as much as him, but I don't think anybody wanted to win more than Jeremiah. He gets the start tonight. There's a lot of things that he can do well. He's so quick with the football. He can also run it, and he gives us a good chance to win.
Coach, you were down to basically almost no running backs because of injury Saturday night at NEO. So what's the status? Are all those guys good to go today?
Well, they've all practiced well this week. Trenton Kennedy, who was having an excellent game. Jackson came in and did well. And of course, having Jeremiah back there, it helps quite a bit. But all of our running backs will be ready. Shannon Vaughns will be healthy for the first time since the first game.
So you need that depth. Let's talk about defense. Those guys continue to force turnovers. What is it about this group? I mean, a turnover, scoop and score, you almost won the game off of something like that. Just what are they doing?
We had a great goal line stand on the last play of the first half, and they put our offense in positions. But when you get turnovers, you're putting your offense in position, and sometimes we haven't taken advantage of it, and they keep getting it done. And I expect Coach Rocco. He's coming up with something maybe they haven't seen or somebody else has seen. And he practices turnovers. We practice stripping the ball. We practice going after the football. We practice running to the football. And the kids like it. They know what it does with your momentum. And it picked our team up last week when Brennan picked it up and ran it in for a touchdown.
Crazy league, crazy stuff has happened this year, but what would a win today mean?
Well, it would help me erase a 21-9 lead we had last week, number one. It would certainly help your morale. Of course, there's nothing like winning a game like this, playing against who we're playing against for good reasons, competition, and other things involved in it. It's emotional. There'll be good emotions and there'll be some bad emotions, but it'll be an emotional game, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of bodies out on the field. There'll be a lot of good, crisp hitting, and it'll be a very physical ball game.
Coach Palmer, the Apaches about to play the Cisco Wranglers today here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium, and our pregame show continues after this timeout.
You have one last chance to round out your fall schedule at TJC. The next 8-week mini-semester starts Monday, October 22nd. Mini-semesters at TJC offer more choices and flexibility to complete your courses in a shorter amount of time. And speaking of time, you don't have much left to sign up. Don't forget, 8-week mini-semester at TJC starts Monday, October 22nd and runs through December 12th. Ready to sign up? They're ready for you. Go to tjc.edu and register today.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
Hello fans, this is Randy Grooms with Citizens First Bank here in Tyler. Have you ever wondered where to start when getting ready to purchase that new home or commercial property? Or how to refinance an existing home or business loan? At Citizens First Bank, we specialize in dealing with people like you, helping to simplify the loan process. We will work with you to find the loan product that best fits your personal or business needs and follow it through to a prompt closing. Give us a call first at Citizens First, 581-1900, and come see what it's like to bank with the only A-plus rated bank in East Texas, where we always service the loans we make.
Citizens First Bank on the Southeast Loop in Tyler. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and on the web at citizensfirstbank.com.
At Tyler Ford, we know the best time for you to buy a car or truck is when you're ready. That's why we never have gimmicky sales or mail you a scratch off that tells you want either a car, a TV, or a coffee maker. We discount our vehicles every day of the month, so we're always ready when you're ready. Our job is to get you every discount we can so you can save as much as possible. And with the largest inventory in East Texas, we have the right model with the right equipment that's right for you. And if for some reason we don't have it, we'll get it for you. But what if there's some aftermarket equipment you're wanting? Let us customize your truck with our full line of lift kits, custom wheels, and tires and accessories. Our advantage over the aftermarket is our customized trucks are covered under your new factory warranty, and the cost, it can be included in the financing. So if the time is right for you, the right place for you is Tyler Ford. I'm David Irwin. We're Tyler Ford, and we are the real deal.
97.5 KTBB FM.
Man in motion. Fake the handoff. Crawford's going to keep it, and he's going to get loose, and he's going to score. They didn't put him on the ground. They missed a tackle, and Crawford goes 28. There's a fight upfield, and Crawford just went 28 yards for the touchdown, and it ought to stand. Stan, welcome back into Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium on a very sunny afternoon. Great weather for the Apaches and the Cisco Wranglers. That gave Tyler a 21-9 lead last Saturday night at NEO. The Apaches wound up losing a wild game 40-35, and as they play Cisco today with a 3-2 conference record, they're trying to stay in first place in the Southwest Junior College Football Conference. Last week, Jeremiah Crawford amounted for 222 yards passing and 71 yards rushing. He is scheduled to get the start this afternoon. And one of the receivers he'll be looking for, sophomore Otis Lanier from A-Leaf, who had 5 catches last week for 106 yards.
As a wide receiver group, can you talk about what you and the other fellows that are playing the position, because a number of you have had a chance to contribute this year?
Receiving core is amazing. For depth from starters to second and third string, comfortable with anybody been in the game and getting the ball. And that's thanks to our defense. I feel like we go against the #1 defense in the nation every day of practice. Even the scout team guys, those guys who go to other schools and start to contribute in a big way. So they make us better. Our defense and our coaches trust in us, but our receiving core, from starters to second and third string, we're all capable of making plays.
And the quarterbacks, you've had 3 different starters this year. Has that been tough to adjust to, or an easy adjustment?
I don't think it's tough, because we've all been working with each other since in the summertime. I mean, they all have different styles of play, but we're comfortable. Our timing is good. We all understand each other. It's just a transition, and we're confident in whatever quarterback is in the game. So it's no big deal to us.
Talk about what Jeremiah Crawford brings to the table. His style's a little different.
Jeremiah can keep the play alive. Very confident no matter what the defense brings at him. Jeremiah is like Houdini back there. I just know whenever he has the ball in his hands, I'm expecting to see something spectacular at any moment in time.
Describe yourself as a wide receiver.
I bring speed to the table, explosiveness. I try to mock my game after different types of wide receivers. I love Steve Smith, played for Carolina Panthers. I think I have pretty good routes, but my teammates, that's what helps me play well. They make plays that help me get open. My quarterback just trusts me, so I don't know how to really explain myself.
From George Bush High School in Fort Bend, Texas to Tyler Junior College, how did you get here, and what has TJC meant?
My head coach, actually, Alan Aldridge, he played for Coach Palmer, so he helped me get my foot into the door. It's just been a blessing to get here. It was a long road, but God has been with me the whole way, and this junior college, it's amazing to me. It means a lot. Best junior college in the nation. Sometimes I feel like I'm at a university, and the way they treat us is unbelievable. So I'm just thankful that I got the opportunity to be here and play for Coach Palmer.
Need to win this game today. What about just winning a championship and the must-win situation you kind of seem to be in?
This game to us is a playoff game for us. That's how we're looking at it. We're going in being focused. It is a must-win. We're expecting to come out with a win. We know if we get this win, we can move on to next week, but we're not too focused on anything else besides this week.
Apache sophomore Otis Lanier as he prepares for today's game against the Cisco Wranglers. Tyler's averaging 40 points a game, Kevin. They are one of the better running teams in the country. That has been their calling card this year, 261, but enough passing to keep teams honest, and I think they're going to have to score some points today.
They are. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. And as we talked about, you mentioned Cisco's averaging just less than 53 points a game. It's way up there in the nation, number 2 in the nation, I believe, but TJC, you don't want to get in a shooting match. TJC is going to have to play a little bit better defense than they played last week up at NEO. But they have the run game to keep them in any ball game and get some wins.
The Apaches and the Cisco Wranglers coming up on a gorgeous afternoon here at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium on Earl Campbell Field. It's the Apaches and the Wranglers coming up on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
You have one last chance to round out your fall schedule at TJC. The next 8-week mini-semester starts Monday, October 22nd. Mini-semesters at TJC offer more choices and flexibility to complete your courses in a shorter amount of time. And speaking of time, you don't have much left to sign up. Don't forget, 8-week mini-semester at TJC starts Monday, October 22nd and runs through December 12th. Ready to sign up? They're ready for you. Go to tjc.edu and register today.
Your search for a home loan should start and end with Guild Mortgage, the Holyfield Group. Tom Holyfield has served East Texans and their mortgage needs for over 20 years. Guild Mortgage is located at 1300 Hollybrook Drive in Longview, Texas, 75605, and 6775 Old Jacksonville Highway, Suite 2 in Tyler, Texas, 75703. They're on the web at tomholyfield.com. Equal housing lender. Company NMLS number 3274. Tom Holyfield, NMLS number 210861.
Replace the parts of your home exterior that are made of wood with today's vinyl siding, and you'll never paint again.
With the vinyl, you don't ever have to paint it.
That's Chris Chambliss of Bullard Siding in Tyler.
The extent of your maintenance is washing it from time to time when it looks like it's getting dirty, but you really don't have to do anything to it at all.
Today's vinyl siding is nothing like the siding of days gone by.
To the untrained eye, it's hard to distinguish from wood. Typically looks a lot better than wood, actually, because it doesn't have the inconsistencies in it that wood does. You're not going to have any warping, and obviously the paint doesn't flake or anything like that. Termites obviously can't eat it. You know, it's just a far superior product than what it really is. We have jobs that, you know, they've been up for 20 plus years and still look brand new.
For vinyl siding products that will make your home look better and last longer, let Bullard Siding be your home improvement resource. Bullard Siding, more than 70 years of East Texans taking care of other East Texans. Online at bullardsiding.com. Bullard Siding.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 and the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
All right, pop quiz. What's better? The sound of a Burger King Whopper patty sizzling on a flame grill? Or the fact that right now you can get 2 Whopper sandwiches for just $6? The answer is A and B. Both are better. Get to Burger King today for the 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Always flame grilled and made with 100% beef. Always prepared to order with freshly chopped onions and tomatoes. The 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Only at Burger King. For a limited time, participation varies. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
97.5 KTBB FM. Your only local news radio. This is KTBB Tyler. KTBB FM, True Tyler Longview. And KTBB.com.
Kickoff this afternoon, temperature in the mid-60s under a very sunny afternoon after a miserable rainy night here at Rose Stadium last night, where Tyler Lee lost to the Mesquite Skeeters 24-14. The Apache Band about to deliver our national anthem. We're moments away from kickoff today as the Apaches take on the Cisco Wranglers, who come in with a 4-3 overall record, 2-3 in the conference. Our national anthem. of the note is the Apache Bells also prepare to perform today. One of their own, Amanda Hiles, is the 85th Rose Queen of the Texas Rose Festival. They are, this is Rose Festival weekend, the parade this morning under cloudy skies, but they were able to get it in, and the Rose Show going on this afternoon across the way in the Tyler Rose Garden. So again, congratulations to Apache Bell Amanda Hiles, this year's Texas Rose Festival Queen. So the Apaches and the Cisco Wranglers about to get it on. TJC in their home black and gold today, black pants, jerseys, black helmet, gold numerals, gold trim. Cisco in a dark pant, a white jersey with blue numerals, and a blue helmet. DeTorian Smith, Jimmy Price, DeArve Brown, and Davion Curtis are the Tyler captains. As we get ready for this afternoon's game, we look for TJC to probably start either Trenton Kennedy or Cavante Jackson at running back. But again, keep in mind, they think they'll get Shannon Vaughns back today. And last week when the game ended, there were several banged-up Apache running backs. And so we may get a variety of those guys today. But again, Tyler's running game, with about 5 different guys contributing this year, has been one of the very best in the nation. And as they toss the coin here momentarily, doing that right now, we'll find out who has the football first to start the game this afternoon. Pretty good crowd on hand here today. Tyler has won the toss and deferred, so Cisco will have the football first. Their quarterback is Blaine Kremecki, a freshman from Pflugerville, has been splitting time this year with freshman Jordan Kitna from Waxahachie. Jordan is the son of longtime NFL quarterback and former Cowboy John Kitna, but Blaine Kremecki has been an effective quarterback who helped them put up 71, Kevin, last week against Blinn. That's an attention getter.
Yeah, they had 57 at halftime. So, again, these guys can put up a lot of points, nearly 53 points a game. The Apaches will get tested in the secondary. Now, they've been pretty good, 13 interceptions on the season, but they'll get tested tonight, and they'll have to withstand all this passing that Blinn or make that Cisco likes to do.
Apache defensive line, DeTorian Smith, David Hogue, Will Jones, and Chris Sanders across the front. Starting linebackers today, Chandler Ferguson, Sherry Duran, KJ Turner, the strong safety. The cornerbacks, Jermaine Breeley and Nate Dickey. Ladarian Hudson, DeArve Brown, who is the nation's interception leader in the secondary. Again, the running back to start the game today, at least according to offensive coordinator Brian Taylor, is Casey Medlock, a sophomore transfer from SMU. Wide receivers include Bradley Rosner, who has 32 catches this year. Darian Smith with 15. Gage McCook with 18. Kobe Robinson, one of the league's pass reception leaders, with 45 this year. Across their front, Terry Cook, Jason Pong, Raul Sandoval, Rehoboth Chibiza, and Daniel Melendez. Their defense includes 3 starters, all former Apaches. Devontae Wheatley, Leto Maley, and Seth Glenn, who played here and was injured last year, all transferring and becoming eligible at Cisco. So there is a bit of a rivalry going on here. The kick is in the air by Blake Patterson, and it'll be about 5 yards deep, and Cisco will down it and start at the 25-yard line. So the Wranglers going right to left. Again, recently Tyler has dominated this series over the years. Last year, the Apaches won the game over Cisco. I'm trying to check the 61-33. 61-33. 2 years ago out there, they beat them 83-35 in Cisco.
Yeah, again, I said it. There used to be a bye week for the Apaches. That won't be the case today. In fact, they threw for 331 against the Apaches in a losing cause last season. So, again, the Apaches will get tested.
They have defeated Kilgore, lost to Navarra, Trinity Valley, and New Mexico Military, and then stunned Blinn last week. They open with a 1-back, 4-wide set. They're going to throw the ball a lot, and the quarterback, Kremecki, is going to keep it. 30-yard line upfield. He's got a good gain, run out of bounds near side at about the 37, picks up 12 on the first play. Again, you've got to contain the quarterback. You cannot let a quarterback have the open middle, because some of these kids are athletic enough they'll kill you. He has thrown for 871 this year, 11 touchdowns, and no picks this year. And Tyler, of course, has been a ball-hawking group among the nation's leaders with 13 interceptions.
Yeah, number 5 in the nation. So, again, they'll get their opportunities today.
All right, so it's a 4-wide, 1-back. They play without a tight end. First down at their own 37-yard line. They spread the field with receivers and snap the football. Tyler blitzes, and Kremecki throws it upfield and completes the pass into Tyler territory. And I owe you lunch, Kevin. The young man, Bradley Rosner, did pull his jersey down over his pads after all. So Bradley Rosner's 32nd catch of the year makes it a first down for Cisco at the Tyler 41-yard line.
On a drag route, just an easy pitch and catch for another Cisco first down.
All these kids had their jerseys rolled up over their pads.
Yeah.
But
you can't play like that.
I didn't think you could, but I bet you lunch that they would, because I figured that's kind of junior college football. They kind of let them sometimes do what they want, but Cisco comes out looking good. First down at the 41, near side to short side. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, 1 back set, and they're moving the ball right now. Handoff to Medlock, who's hitting the backfield but manages to run to the outside and get back to the line of scrimmage. Ladarian Hudson knocks him out of bounds after no gain. Looked like Will Jones had him maybe for a loss of a yard or 2 at the line of scrimmage. He managed to throw a stiff arm and get away from him, but it's no gain on the play. It'll be second half.
Still pretty good job by the Apaches. They didn't allow him to turn the corner. They actually got a pretty good block as well, but still good play by TJC.
Kremecki's a good-looking kid, 6'2 freshman. Again, Ketna is 6'3", and he's thrown for 12-15, but he also had 7 picks this year. And so the difference in turnovers makes a huge difference. 3 wides this time. They have a tight end in the ball game, and a handoff to Medlock, and he is slammed down that time after gaining maybe a yard that time by the Apaches. Number 7, Chris Sanders, the hammer defensive end, and it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Ball can return right back into Sanders, and that's a nice tackle right in the middle of the formation.
All right, so this clip, again, averaging about 100 yards a game on the ground, most of it through the air, now faces the 3rd down and 10, and it's incumbent upon the Apaches to at least slow this group down some. Their tight end, Byron Piolan, I should say, lines up left. 3 receivers right on the 3rd and 10. The Apaches rush 3. Kremecki now looking to scramble. He'll be hit as he throws downfield, but finds the tight end, a big gain to the 20-yard line, inside the 20, inside the 10, inside the 5-yard line. Did he get to the end zone? I don't think so. Yeah, he did. Touchdown. The Apaches couldn't put him on the ground. How about that? The tight end, Byron Piolan, scores the touchdown from 41 yards out, and Cisco takes the lead.
Yeah, not sure how the tight end gets that wide open. I mean, he was wide open. There was an Apache within 15 yards of him when he caught the pass, and a great job to stay in bounds and get it in the end zone.
So 12:36 to go, and a 41-yard strike to the tight end, and the extra point would give them the early 7-0 lead over the Apaches. As Seth Keller, their kicker, lines up to do just that, and he does just that. It's 7-0 Cisco. 12:36 left to go in the first quarter. Wranglers draw first blood on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM KTBB.
You have one last chance to round out your fall schedule at TJC. The next 8-week mini-semester starts Monday, October 22nd. Mini-semesters at TJC offer more choices and flexibility to complete your courses in a shorter amount of time. And speaking of time, you don't have much left to sign up. Don't forget, 8-week mini-semester at TJC starts Monday, October 22nd and runs through December 12th. Ready to sign up? They're ready for you. Go to tjc.edu and register today.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
97.5 KTBB FM.
Well, that was a 41-yard touchdown pass from Kremecki to Bolin. It's a 7-0 ball game, Kevin.
5 plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Nice run after catch by the big tight end.
All right, now it's TJC's turn as Keller's kick is high and short, taken by Tyler and fair caught at the 29-yard line by the Apaches, and that will be Ron Killen who fair catches. The Apaches plan to start Jeremiah Crawford today, the unorthodox but effective sophomore from Mineola, who comes in with 182 yards rushing and 384 passing. It's his second start. His offensive line includes Jimmy Price, Dondre Collins, Joe Bell, Dimitri Jordan, Alex Acia. A wide receiver group of Davion Curtis, Justin Bailey, Otis Lanier, and others. And in the backfield, Cavante Jackson. On a first down, Crawford steps up, dumps it out to Bailey, who caught 2 touchdown passes in this game a year ago, and he's upfield for 12, and that's a Tyler first down to the 42-yard line. Snuck out of the slot position and picks up a first down for Tyler.
Yeah, good easy pass to get Crawford going
had a pretty good game last week. He needs to be a little more accurate. Just completed 42% of his passes a week ago.
Far side to short side. Tyler Junior College trailing 7-0 first quarter. With the ball, Killen is the tight end lined up off the hip of the left guard. And a handoff to Cavante Jackson. Tries to stiff arm and does not get not get any yards, and may have gotten a face mask call out of that. He tried to stiff arm a Cisco Wrangler and then got thrown down for a loss of about 3. I think you're going to call face mask on somebody. Personal foul face mask against Cisco as they pulled him to the ground. Their defensive group includes Desmond Obie, Antoine Yarbrough, Jordan Wells, and former TJC Apache Devontae Wheatley across their defensive front. Xavier Hall, Brendan Vaughn, Isaiah Feaster, the linebackers. Jacoby Thorne, Brandon Foster, Cody Gentry, Tony Thomas among the defensive backs. But again, look for Seth Glenn, a former Apache, to also play a lot today. He has 2 picks this year. But it's a 15-yard walk-off, and that's a break for Tyler. It's a first down at the Cisco 43-yard line. Pitch it out left side, and the Apaches get Cameron High. Check that Otis Lanier open for a short gain along the Cisco sideline. Pickup of about a yard, maybe 2. It'll be second down.
Not much on the play. Great reaction by the Wrangler defense, and they didn't give up much on the play.
So the Apaches face a second down and call it 9 at the 42-yard line. 11:40 to go here in the opening quarter. Again, Cisco went 75 yards on their first drive to score on the 41-yard pass to their tight end. 3 receivers right. Crawford with the quarterback keeper, and he'll have to eat it for no gain as he got slammed by Tony Green, a freshman defensive tackle from Hutto and others. Tyler faces a 3rd down and 9 coming up, make it a 3rd and 10. They lost a yard at the 43-yard line.
That's second-best run defense in the conference. They only give up 102 yards a game on the ground, and look pretty good right there.
Barring a playoff game here, this would be Tyler's last home game, and they want to make the most of it, but they're trailing here early on. Far hash, 3 receivers split to the near side, including Otis Lanier, tight right, and Crawford on 3rd and long back to pass, and he has to throw this one up, and this ball is caught at the 10-yard line by Lanier. As he was hit, he just threw that ball up in the air, and Lanier ran under it. It'll be 1st and goal, but there's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, it's either going to be a holding. It is holding against the Apaches. An obvious hold, and it was a late penalty flag, but I did see the hold.
Yeah. Well, so negate that 1st and goal.
Well, he just threw that and launched that one up there.
He
Pretty
did.
good play by the receiver, but no, it's all for naught.
And Crawford had Lanier wide open down there.
He did. He took a big shot, Crawford did, just before or just after he launched that ball.
All right, Cameron High checks into the ball game, so now the Apaches face a 3rd down and 20 coming up here with 10:51 to go. So instead of 1st and goal at the 7, 3rd and 20 at their own 47-yard line. Going to have to clean that stuff up. Cisco's a pretty good team, and they've got a score to settle with the Apaches. I got a feeling that as much as Tyler's head coach Danny Palmer has a chip on his shoulder about this game, and talking to him this week, I can tell that he does. I guarantee you the feeling is just as strong on the Cisco sideline. Every one of their coaches has a tie to Tyler Junior College. Do you think they don't want to win this game?
That makes for a good rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guarantee you their players know that too. 3rd and 20 at the 47-yard line. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. It's a 1-back, no tight end, a spread formation with Crawford in the shotgun, Jackson in the backfield. 5-man rush, throws it upfield, completes it to Bailey to the 38, short of the 1st down, but it might be on a 4th and 5 situation where the Apaches might want to go for it here.
That's a nice pass by Crawford en route. And they picked up good yardage. Looks like the offense will stay out there.
Yeah, 4th and 6, why not? In a 7-0 ball game, they line it up with 4 wide receivers. Looks like Cisco's going to blitz. Well, the Apaches actually go through with this as they look to the sideline. And I think they will, but again, they're getting a call from Matt Gordon, the offensive coordinator over here. And on the left hash, they line up, and I'm guessing Cisco blitzes. No, it's a 4-man rush, throw the slant downfield, and Bailey had it and then had it knocked away, incomplete. Oh, I thought Bailey had, in triple coverage, had pulled that ball in for the 1st down. But they knock it away, and Cisco fired up across the way as the Apaches miss on a 4th down at the, 38, near the 38-yard line. and it'll be first down Wranglers at around their own 38-yard line.
Well, the Apaches almost pulled that one off, as you mentioned, threw that one into a lot of traffic and nearly got away with it. Pretty good break on the football by the Wranglers. They did just enough to get the ball out of there.
About 5 minutes into this game, Cisco holds Tyler, and with a 7-0 lead, they come back out. Ball actually closer to the 39 than the 38. And Kremecki, who led them down the field on the last drive, opens with a running back, 3 wides, and they have a tight end slot right this time off the hip of the right tackle. Fake the handoff, Kremecki back to pass. Looking, throws it downfield, got a wide open kid. Medlock, the running back, to the Tyler 37-yard line, and again, too many wide open receivers. That's a 20-yard gain and a first down.
Well, it's the guy that he faked the ball to him, counteraction in the backfield, and linebacker simply lost him. As you mentioned, he was wide open for an easy Wrangler first down.
Yes, indeed. And again, the tight end was wide open. Yeah. The running back's wide open. They're going to have to get these guys covered. It's a first down at the 37-yard line with Cisco up 7-0, trying to get more. Kremecki hands the ball off to Medlock, and what a play by Ladarian Hudson. Blitzing on the play from his safety position, comes up and cuts down the running back for a loss of about 4 yards.
Oh, well played. You can't play it any better than that. He just got a good read on the play and shot through the line of scrimmage, made a great tackle.
So it's a 2nd down and 14 with the Wranglers at their own 41-yard line, same spot on the field where they threw the pass to the tight end for the touchdown on their first drive. 4 wide receivers set, no tight end this time, and a running back, Medlock, standing next to Kremecki. And the young man from Pflugerville with the blitz coming, sets up to throw downfield and completes the pass. This will be close to a first down at about the 29-yard line, running out of bounds along the near side. One of their wide receivers, Kobe Robinson, his 46th catch of the year, and that'll make it a 4th down and about a yard, and I'll guarantee you they'll go for it.
Well, and Robinson was wide open, so the Apaches defensively struggling to keep up with these receivers, backside of the backfield, tight end, good use of their weapons by Wrangler.
Check that, my bad, 3rd and 1. 3rd about a yard and a half at the Tyler 29-yard line as the Wranglers move it crisply here early on. This team has come alive after that Cisco win last week. They go tight end, double tight end this time. And back to pass Kremecki. He's going to be hit as he throws it downfield, fighting for the football, and a pass interference call coming against Tyler. And that'll be on TJC's Nate Dickey as he was hand-fighting down the field with Rosner. And this apparently is going to be on TJC.
Yeah, Rosner did a good job to sell it. I think there was some contact, as you mentioned, some hand-fighting, but it will go against the Apaches.
Yep. And so TJC putting themselves in a hole here early on, down 7-0, and Cisco just moving crisply down the field. That time they get a 15-yard walk-off or half the distance on a pass interference. And so that'll take it down inside the 15-yard line to about the 14 and give them a first down.
Yeah, the Apaches right now are back on their heels defensively, having a hard time in coverage.
Yep, and Medlock in the backfield again, this time 4 wides, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and they throw the pass near side down to the 12-yard line, about the 13-yard line on a wide receiver screen pass to Daniel Lee out of Breaux Bridge, Louisiana. The Apaches come up and make the play. Gain of a yard, 2nd down.
Hudson did a great job to fight off a block by a receiver to get through him and then make that tackle.
Apaches have a kind of a 3-4 look right now. They've got an extra DB in the ball game right now as they play with 3 down linemen here right now. And on a 2nd down and 9, inside handoff to Medlock, and Medlock bounces outside, and he'll get it inside the 10 to the 8. Where it'll be 3rd down and still about 4 coming up. Sherry Duran and others in on that tackle, but a 3rd down is coming up for the Cisco Wranglers at the Tyler 8-yard line.
They're trying to keep the Apaches off balance, mixing in a run every now and then. That's a good play for the Wranglers.
3rd down, and again, call it 3. Scoreboard says 3. I'm going to say 3.5 at about the 8 as they line up on the right hash. They've sent a receiver out wide to the right, 1 to the left. They go back to the double tight end look. And the big kid Medlock from SMU is in the backfield. Back to pass again. Chased out of the pocket. The quarterback, Kremecki, is going to throw it away. Outstanding pass rush that time by the Apaches. Rushing hard that time was David Ahogue, the defensive tackle, sophomore from North Mesquite. And that'll set up a 4th down. And it looks like the Wranglers are going to bring the field goal unit out.
Yeah, it's great coverage by the Apaches and got good pressure on the quarterback. It's forced him to throw the football out of bounds.
From the 15-yard line, Keller will try a 25-yarder. He's 6 of 8 this year, his longest a 46-yarder. from Colleyville Christian High School. And really no angle on this. Mechanics look good. The kick's on the way, and it's good as well. So it's 7:01 to go. First quarter, and Cisco jumps out to a 10-0 lead over the Apaches on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
All right, pop quiz. What's better? The sound of a Burger King Whopper patty sizzling on a flame grill? Or the fact that right now you can get 2 Whopper sandwiches for just $6? The answer is A and B. Both are better. Get to Burger King today for the 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Always flame grilled and made with 100% beef. Always prepared to order with freshly chopped onions and tomatoes. The 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Only at Burger King. For a limited time, participation varies. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
There are 2 sides to tire buying. There's the fun you who wants crisp handling that puts a smile on your face. And then there's the realist you who needs something with all-season capability and a great mileage warranty. Luckily, there are tires capable of both. Introducing the BF Goodrich and Michelin tires for crossovers, SUVs, and light trucks. Billings Tire and Service has got both sides covered. Billings Tire and Service, 2150 West Grande Boulevard in Tyler, and online at billingstire.net.
97.5 KTBB FM.
7:01 left to go in the opening quarter, and the Cisco Wranglers have jumped out to a 10-0 lead. That was a 25-yard field goal by Seth Keller.
6 plays, 53 yards, 3 minutes and 8 seconds on the field goal scoring drive.
So they have had 2 drives totaling 128 yards in their first 2 possessions, and they're 2 for 2. So the Apache defense is going to have to step up here, and their offense in particular. After a mediocre at best first drive, they managed to get into Cisco territory, but that was aided by a face mask call on the defense. So the Apaches, again, after they put up 71 last week, I think Tyler is not going to be fooled into thinking this is the old same-as-usual Cisco game, or at least hope not. Again, these guys come and go so fast,
Right.
There's no way they could.
Yeah.
You know, it's junior college football, and guys come and go so quickly. Rivalries are one thing, but traditions, because the teams change every year, are another. This is a short kick, popped up near side. Killen takes it at the 34 and is out to the 38 and gets smacked in the mouth and decleated that time by a Cisco tackler. He's up and is fine, but that drew some oohs and ahs from the local fans here.
Yeah, you don't see hits like that anymore. You know, safety issues and concussions, you don't see hits like that anymore. That was a big hit.
But Killen's fine, and he's walking off the field. Looks like he's kind of talking to his teammates about it, kind of laughing about it. So, big smack that time by Cisco Wrangler, and now Jeremiah Crawford and the Tyler offense come back out. Cavante Jackson is the running back. Tight formation, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Tyler goes left to right here in the opening quarter, and a handoff to Jackson, and Jackson will get nothing. He is slammed down again by a very active Brendan Vaughn, their middle linebacker and leading tackler with 46 tackles this year. And they're going to have to do a better job of running the football. That's been their calling card this year. It's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, if they can't run the football, then it's going to be a long day with the Apaches, and they're off to a slow start. But again, this is the 2nd best run defense in the conference.
All right, so it's a 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line for the Apaches. Near hash, Jackson in the backfield, Crawford looking. Looks left, pumps, throws left side, way over the head of Justin Bailey. The thing was about 10 yards, totally uncatchable. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Bailey was running toward the numbers, toward the visiting sideline, and Crawford overthrows him. Crawford is a dual-purpose guy, but is not the most accurate passer the Apaches have ever employed, but he's a playmaker. And he led Mineola to a state title a couple of years ago, and he has been that spark that the Apaches have looked for all year long. And the snap on a 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz. Crawford steps up, and he's going to be sacked. Back at the 32-yard line. Had him coming at him from every direction. Xavier Hall, the linebacker, got him and put him on the ground. If this were an NFL game, you put all of his weight on him. That's probably a penalty, but thankfully this is not an NFL game. And it'll be a punt situation coming up for Blake Patterson and the Apaches.
Yeah, Crawford was able to sidestep one defender, but not the second. He felt a lot of pressure and finally gave in to a good job by the Wrangler defense.
Apaches ineffective offensively on that drive, and now they'll try to get the defense out there and maybe get a stop and get the ball back in a 10-0. Very manageable game right now. But again, Cisco's been moving the football, and the kick by Patterson is away. It might have been partially blocked. That thing might have been partially blocked. It gets over the line of scrimmage, and the Apaches are going to recover. One of the Wranglers stupidly touched the football. Did he not?
Yeah, no, he tried to pick it up.
He tried to pick it up, and the Apaches...
to get away from the
now,
ball.
if they blocked it...
It was blocked.
It's...
But it doesn't matter. The Wrangler guy has to get away from it. He can't touch the ball. It was blocked.
Once somebody touches it, then what does that change? I don't know that the possession changes. No, does it?
Yes, it has to change. Now, if an Apache touches it, it's dead. But a Wrangler touches it, it has to be a Apache ball.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And it is Tyler's football. You know, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, if they touched it and it was partially blocked, then their guy touched it.
Yeah.
And so it's TJC. Has to be TJC's ball. Okay, absolutely. Tyler's got it at the 42-yard line. Roll out Crawford. Downfield catch made at the 30-yard line down to the 26 or 27-yard line by Cavante Jackson. Well, maybe that's the break the Apaches needed. Again, I'm not sure what the Cisco player was thinking, but he touched the ball. But on the other hand, once it's been blocked, that means the receiving team touched it, so it's a free ball from that point, is it not?
No. Once it's blocked, get away from it. If you're Cisco, get away from the ball. It's a dead ball.
All right, so a handoff coming near side of the big hole. This is Kevon Thompson inside the 10. Thompson out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. And that set the Apaches on fire. They got first and goal.
I think you're absolutely right. That may have been the spark that the Apaches needed. They're about to punt the football away. Actually did punt the football away, but silly played by the Wranglers. The Apaches have it going right now.
All right, they've got the ball first and goal. They mark him out at the 7. First and goal, Tyler at the 7-yard line. Killen off the edge and a handoff. And this is a big hole. Kevon Thompson is in. Touchdown, Tyler. How about that? Tyler recovers the fumble, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kevon Thompson from 7 yards out.
We saw a lot of big momentum shifts last week up at NNEO, and that one play by the punt return team for Wranglers shifted the momentum toward the Apaches.
So the recovered, touched football on the block punt gives the Apaches a chance to get a 7-yard touchdown from Kevon Thompson. And the extra point by Blake Patterson is up and good. And with 4:49 to go in the first quarter, Cisco 10, Tyler 7. Only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
You have one last chance to round out your fall schedule at TJC. The next 8-week mini-semester starts Monday, October 22nd. Mini-semesters at TJC offer more choices and flexibility to complete your courses in a shorter amount of time. And speaking of time, you don't have much left to sign up. Don't forget, 8-week mini-semester at TJC starts Monday, October 22nd and runs through December 12th. Ready to sign up? They're ready for you. Go to tjc.edu and register today.
Your search for a home loan should start and end with Guild Mortgage, the Holyfield Group. Tom Holyfield has served East Texans and their mortgage needs for over 20 years. Guild Mortgage is located at 1300 Hollybrook Drive in Longview, Texas, 75605, and 6775 Old Jacksonville Highway, Suite 2 in Tyler, Texas, 75703. They're on the web at tomholyfield.com. Equal housing lender. Company NMLS number 3274. Tom Holyfield, NMLS number 210861.
97.5 KTBB FM.
Blake Patterson's kickoff booms out of the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TJC cuts it to a 10-7 game. Kevon Thompson from 7 yards out.
3 plays, 42 yards, 46 seconds on the scoring drive, and I think that's exactly what the Apaches needed.
And again, somebody, I think, got a hand on that punt.
No, it's blocked. Yeah,
and their guy then touched it.
Yeah.
And Tyler recovered it, a loose football, after they made contact with that free ball. And once they touch it, it's a free ball. Tyler recovers, and then 3 plays later, they're in. Kremecki on first down. This is Medlock trying to get to the edge, and he will not get there. He tried to cut back inside, and about 5 Apaches were all over him that time. Among the tacklers for the Apache, Stephon Evans, a freshman defensive lineman, who is in the ball game contributing. That's a gain of 2. It'll be second down.
That's more like it by the Apache defense. They need to make a stop here and force the Wranglers to punt. They haven't done yet.
The Apaches have a fresh set of defensive linemen in the ball game, including Marquise Conchola, defensive end, who has made some plays for Tyler this year, another freshman. So it's a second down and 8 at the 27-yard line. 3 wide receiver set. They play with a tight end and a running back, and Medlock this time is going to get some yardage, but not much, only a couple. And then he has run over. Conchola is in on that tackle. Also in there, right, the big middle of everything on the second straight play is Stephon Evans. So that's a gain of 3. It'll be a 3rd and 5 coming up. Tyler trying to get their first stop in the afternoon.
That's right. Force these guys to punt for the first time today. They've scored on each of their first 2 possessions. Good chance right here for the Apaches.
3rd and 5 at the 30-yard line. First quarter winding down. 3:41 to go. 10-7 Cisco with the lead. They've got the ball. And a 3-receiver set. Again, their tight end is lined up to the left this time. Back to pass. And being chased out of the pocket, they throw to the tight end. And DeArve Brown knocks him down, maybe short of the first down. Bolden caught the ball, and then he got racked up by DeArve Brown, and he's short of the first down at the 34-yard line. It'll be 4th down and a half a yard. And if you're Russell Thompson, do you go for it or kick it?
It looks like they'll send the punt team out. That's a huge hit by Brown to keep him just short of the first down marker.
DeArve Brown has 6 picks this year, dropped to 7th last week after picking one off, and I think he's played at an All-American level this year, a junior college All-American level, and that was a really, really nice play.
Really
4th down.
One in the nation, number 1 in the nation in interception with the 6 picks.
Gage Urias, a freshman from Lubbock, will kick it away, we think, and does. It's a rugby end-over end kick that has a lot of spin on it and takes a TJC roll upfield to the 49-yard line. How about that? That took a golf backspin. That thing hit nose down at the 40 and took a big TJC bounce. They're going to just call it the 50, and that's where the Apaches will start with 2:37 to go in the first quarter.
Obviously, the Apaches have to take advantage of this starting field position right at the 50-yard line.
So it'll be Apache football late first quarter. Again, they fell behind 10-0, but got a play on special teams that jumpstarts them. Last week, the Apaches had a 99-yard kickoff return by Demius Jimerson that got them jump-started. They actually led in that game 21-9, but couldn't hold it against a good NEO team. But now they've got a chance, Kevin, here late in the first quarter to maybe go down and regain the lead.
That's right. The momentum has shifted again or in favor of the Apaches, and another golden opportunity here with this possession starting at the 50-yard line.
All right, so it'll be a first down at midfield for the Apaches. And again, that last drive after the Apache fumble recovery took only 3 plays. And now Tyler Junior College will start up with an official timeout on the field right now. A media timeout. It's a media timeout. We're the media. We didn't take a timeout.
Field, right?
We're the media, and we didn't take a timeout. Why didn't we take a timeout? I guess because I was running my head, right?
We were kind of talking to the timeout.
Okay. All right. Dadgummit, we'll have to make it up, I guess, right? 2:37 to go here in the opening quarter, and the Apaches, after the media timeout, will set up shop. Crawford, Cavante Jackson out there. Apache wide receiver group includes Lanier and Jimerson and Curtis. They transferred from the University of Texas, and I think somebody moved too fast, or was there a penalty, or somebody called timeout?
I don't see a penalty flag, and maybe they weren't. The ball wasn't ready
for play.
Yeah, ready for play.
Yeah, I guess that was what it was. So they will start over again. No penalty flag. Whistle blew, but no penalty flag. The ball was not ready for play. And Danny Palmer talking to the official. I think they were trying to catch Cisco.
Yeah.
Kind of lining up there, trying to go quickly to maybe catch him off guard. Didn't work. And they're letting the play clock wind down. The play clock's at 8. The Apache better hurry down here. Now they line up on a first down at the 50-yard line. Throw a bubble screen near side of Jimerson. Jimerson's going to be hit and drop for a loss on that play. There were about 3 Apaches. That play had no chance. Yeah. Too much traffic around him that time. And Ceci Amave, a linebacker, made the play. That's a 3-yard loss. I'm not sure what the design of that play was, but there were too many Apaches standing in the way. He had no chance to make a play.
Well, the Apaches were all out of sorts from the beginning of that play. They couldn't get lined up, and then the play wasn't very good either.
Second down 13, back at the 47-yard line. Play action, bootleg rollout, throw the ball to Lanier, and he gets racked up for another loss. Both those plays poorly designed, or at least poorly executed, and they're trying to roll out and throw those bubble screens, and they lose another 3 yards back to the 36. So in 2 plays, they've lost 6 yards. That was completed to Lanier for negative yardage in his 3rd and 16.
This is a hard-hitting defense. You never say that about Cisco, but, man, they have put some big hits on the Apaches.
I have never been a huge fan of the bubble screen.
Yeah.
I find it to be kind of a jacked-up play. It depends on the ability of the player catches the ball to run an open space, but Cisco's playing pretty tight coverage, and on a 3rd and long, Crawford's going to throw it deep down the left side and overthrows Lanier. Jeremiah is, as we said, a playmaker, but his deep ball skills still not quite developed, and he airmailed that one way over the head of Tyler's Otis Lanier, and the Apaches missed an opportunity there. After starting at the 50-yard line, in 3 plays, they lost 6 yards.
Yeah, Crawford's starting to get frustrated with himself and maybe his receiver on that play, but that's a nice job by the Wrangler defense.
Just for the record, Andrew Fernandez, the freshman from El Paso who led them to the win over Trinity Valley, is available today, as is Augie DiBiase. The kick is away. Patterson with a nice booming kick. Ball will bounce at the 5 and die inside the 10-yard line, and killed by Conchola at about the 8. That was a beautiful punt. Again, nose down, and it hit and splattered, almost like it just was meant to die inside the 10-yard line. Took very little movement. Actually kicked upfield a couple of yards, but that was a really good punt by Patterson.
And the return man, Kobe Robinson, actually made the right decision to call for a fair catch and get away from it, try to give it a chance to go into the end zone, but that ball just died.
Cisco 10, Tyler 7, with 1:16 to go here in the opening quarter at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. From the 8-yard line, the Wranglers go right to left, and again, the quarterback back to pass. Blitz coming, throws upfield, and that ball might have been incomplete, was at the 15-yard line. Tight end tried to come back to the football, but it was underthrown, and Bolden not able to scoop that ball up off the carpet. It'll be 2nd down.
Quarterback felt pressure and had to throw the football a little sooner than he wanted to. Tight end was open, couldn't get him the football.
2nd down. And the Wranglers, again, at their own 8-yard line. We go to Cisco basically every other year. Not a lot going on in Cisco, Texas.
No.
But they've got a nice little stadium out there right next to a graveyard, which is kind of interesting. Back to pass to the goal line. And the quarterback, Kremecki, scrambles and throws and completes it to Robinson, and that's a 1st down. Their guys can run after the catch, that's for sure. And TJC's Cody Dillard made the tackle, but they get a 1st down out at around the 20-yard line. And again, their guys are really good so far from what I've seen at running after the catch.
Well, and that's why you average 304 yards a game. You got receivers that can make plays after the catch. And a nice job by the quarterback. Bought himself some time, real patient in the pocket, and found a receiver.
And again, their guys just too wide open so far. That's problematic. The Apaches are going to have to clean that up, or they're going to get into a scoring shootout that they may or may not be able to win today. And they don't want that. 2nd down. 1st down from the 20. Throw it upfield, and Robinson dropped that ball. He heard DeArve Brown coming, tried to turn and run with it, and couldn't hang on.
Yeah, that and he took his eyes off of it, trying to get upfield, but nice job by the Apache defense. Probably wasn't going to get much had he caught it anyway, so again, good defense by the Apaches.
2nd down, 10 at the 20-yard line. Down to 38 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter. Bill Coates, Kevin Simon with you at the stadium. First day game of the year for the Apaches. And then next week at Kilgore at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 2nd down at the 20-yard line. Snap, back to pass. 5-man rush, throws upfield. Ball caught, 1st down and more. Up to the 45-yard line to the 49. They just couldn't put the intended receiver, Daniel Lee, on the ground. And finally did. After a big gain of 29 yards, it'll be a 1st down at the 49-yard line.
That's a great job by Lee. The focus on the pass. The safety was drifting over, but whiffed on the tackle. Good job.
1st down at the 49-yard line, and they're moving again. Hand the football off. Got a new running back in the game. Picks up about 4. Conchola tackles Dusan Sproles, a sophomore running back from Arlington, acrosses midfield to the Tyler 47-yard line. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, good yardage on 1st down, but you can complete some passes downfield. You can open up your running game.
First quarter comes to an end. Tyler trailing Cisco 10-7 on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
All right, pop quiz. What's better? The sound of a Burger King Whopper patty sizzling on a flame grill? Or the fact that right now you can get 2 Whopper sandwiches for just $6? The answer is A and B. Both are better. Get to Burger King today for the 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Always flame grilled and made with 100% beef. Always prepared to order with freshly chopped onions and tomatoes. The 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Only at Burger King. For a limited time, participation varies. Prices higher in Alaskan one.
There are two sides to tire buying. There's the fun you who wants crisp handling that puts a smile on your face. And then there's the realist you who needs something with all-season capability and a great mileage warranty. Luckily, there are tires capable of both. Introducing the BF Goodrich and Michelin tires for crossovers, SUVs, and light trucks. Billings Tire and Service has got both sides covered. Billings Tire and Service, 2150 West Grande Boulevard in Tyler, and online at billingstire.net.
97.5 KTBB FM.
Second quarter, gorgeous afternoon. Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. It's Cisco 10, Tyler 7. Wranglers have the lead in the ball. It'll be a 2nd and 6 at the Tyler 47-yard line. Wranglers go left to right here in the second quarter. Snap it. Krumecki hands the ball to Sproles, who hands it back to Robinson. Gets hit as he throws downfield and completes the pass to Daniel Lee. The Apaches around the football, and nobody turned to actually look at it. And on a double reverse pass, they complete an ugly completion downfield to Daniel Lee. And again, there were 3 Apaches, and nobody bothered to turn around and look for the football.
The whole entire play was ugly, but they found a way to make it work anyway. The Apaches backed up, again, back on their heels.
Everybody had their head turned.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird play. The running back that got the ball ran into one of his own players, still found a way to pitch it back to the quarterback who threw a completion pass.
All right, so 14:25 left to go second quarter, and they got it at the Tyler 25-yard line. Sproles is the running back, and they're going to throw downfield to a wide-open Daniel Lee, and he's in touchdown. That's been the problem so far today. They have found open receivers with nobody within 5 yards. That's Rosner. Rosner with the touchdown for the Cisco Wranglers.
And he ran straight up the field. He didn't run a real route. He just released and ran straight up the seam in an easy touchdown pass to a wide-open Rosner.
So Rosner with his 11th touchdown reception of the year. And the Wranglers are causing trouble here at Rose Stadium this afternoon. They lead 16-7 with the extra point to come, and the Apaches are going to have to clean up their coverage. He missed the extra point. We'll see if that comes back later to haunt them. 14:15 to go here in the second quarter. It's Cisco 16, Tyler 7, 92.1 FM, or make that only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
Your search for a home loan should start and end with Guild Mortgage, the Holyfield Group. Tom Holyfield has served East Texans and their mortgage needs for over 20 years. Guild Mortgage is located at 1300 Hollybrook Drive in Longview, Texas, 75605, and 6775 Old Jacksonville Highway, Suite 2 in Tyler, Texas, 75703. They're on the web at tomholyfield.com. Equal housing lender. Company NMLS number 3274. Tom Holyfield NMLS number 210861.
97.5 KTBB FM.
Krumecki with a 25-yard touchdown pass to Bradley Rosner. Extra point no good. It's a 16-7 Cisco lead. Their kicker again keeps it high and short, taken by Killen again at the 30, upfield to the 40. This time he deals a little of his own misery that time out to the 42-yard line, ran over a couple of Wranglers. Tyler has good field position to start this drive, but they have a 9-point lead early in the second quarter.
92-yard scoring drive, 7 plays, 3 minutes and a second. Rosner, the wide receiver, was wide open for an easy score.
And again, that has been the problem here early on. The Wranglers have had wide open receivers on both their touchdown passes. Nobody within about 8 yards in any direction. And busted coverage, for whatever reason, will get you beat most Saturday afternoons or most Friday nights or most Sundays, depending on the level of football. Here's a handoff. Kevon Thompson running well right up off left tackle, out past the 45 to the 46-yard line. Pick up of 4 yards for the young man from Brownsboro. Comes in with 299 yards rushing. His best game of the year was the game scrimmage against Texas A&T when he had 128. Tyler, again, with several players contributing on the ground this year, one of the best ground attacks in America at the junior college level. The Apaches have never cracked the top 20 this year. They were as high as number 23 last week before their loss. Second down 6. And snapped the football, and it's Thompson again. Big hole into the secondary, 40. Still running 35 and running over Wranglers down to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, TJC.
Yeah, tough run by Thompson. That's how you get upfield, and the Apaches are going back to what they do best, just running the football.
Pound the ball behind that offensive line. Do it again. Kevon Thompson off left tackle. Puts a stiff arm, and there's another gain inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. Picked up about 6 as the Apaches try to go quickly, a tempo-type offense before the Wranglers can get set. Pick up a 6, 2nd down 4.
Yeah, they want to get back back on track after that one scoring drive they had. They kind of fell off again, but right now they're back on track.
All right, so it'll be a 2nd and 4. The ball at the 25-yard line for the Apaches. And again, Thompson, who's running well, goes out, and Cavante Jackson, who's run well all year, comes back in, former walk-on here. Jemerson split wide to the near side. They've got 2 receivers to the outside, and a handoff to Jackson, and he is buried for a loss. Good play that time coming off the edge. One of their linebackers, Sesi Amave, out of American Samoa, drops him for a 3-yard loss on the play. That'll make a 3rd and 7 for the Apaches at the 28-yard line.
Lost yardage, good penetration by the Wranglers to make a good tackle.
12:23 to go second quarter, and the Apaches face a 3rd and long at the Cisco 28-yard line. They trail 16-7. Wranglers got a 25-yard touchdown pass, missed the extra point. 5-man line. They tight end Killen lined up in the slot. They throw the bubble screen near side to Lanier, and Lanier takes it inside the 20, and Lanier will have a 1st down as they push him all the way to the 13-yard line. Nice play by Otis Lanier. That time, the tunnel or the bubble screen to the wide receiver worked because he had a convoy of blockers in front of him.
They did a good job to turn it back inside. He was near the sideline but didn't step out, and that's a good job by him. And an Apache 1st down.
And on a 3rd and 7, they pick up yardage to the 14-yard line. So Otis Lanier with a nice run after catch that time, and again had blocking help out in front of him, including a couple of his wide receivers helping out. And it's a 1st down at the Cisco 14-yard line. Ball on the near hash. Jacob Kaner lines up as the tight end. They hand the ball off to Thompson, and Thompson down inside the 15, down to about the 12, 11, maybe as far as the 10-yard line. Let's see where they mark him down, but a good run that time by the Apaches.
Yeah, tough run and positive yard. Didn't get a whole lot, but it is positive yardage.
I see his knee went down at about the 12, so really about a 2, maybe a 3-yard gain on the play. Looked better than it was, as it turned out, but a hard-running Kevon Thompson does have positive yardage for the Apaches, and it is now a 2nd down. And call it 7.5 at about the 12-yard line. Ball on the near side. 2 receivers right. Kaner goes in motion. Crawford takes the snap. Looks right. Throws the slant. Off Kaner's fingertips. Incomplete. And a flag down. Maybe holding or some violation against the Cisco linebacker trying to cover Kaner on that play.
The Apaches think it's against the Wranglers, so we'll get the call.
Again, the pass a little bit high, but Kaner not able to bring it in. It bounced off his hands, incomplete. And the referee will tell us what this is all about. It's holding against Cisco and against the linebacker, Amave, and it'll take it down to the 6, and it'll be a 1st and goal Apaches at the 6-yard line. So, again, TJC now showing a good effort offensively to counterpunch after that last score. And they've got Thompson in the backfield. Near side, the short side. Kaner, the tight end. 3 wide receivers. Handoff Thompson. Big hole inside. The 1 to the touchdown marker, and it's in. Thompson with a 2nd touchdown of the day, and the Apaches get right back into it. That's a 6-yard touchdown run by Thompson.
Yeah, tough run by Thompson. Was stopped about 2 yards outside of the goal line, but still got his head down and worked himself forward and into the end zone.
So the Apaches come right back. Down 9. The extra point would cut it to a 2-point ball game. And now they put the onus back on their defense. It's a 16-13 game with the extra point to come here in the second quarter at Rose Stadium. Left-footed Patterson has it up, and it's good. 10:47 to go in the second quarter. Got a pretty good one going here. It's Cisco 16, the Apaches 14 on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
Whenever you see wood on the exterior of your home, Bullard Siding can replace it with vinyl that'll save you money and make your home last longer.
Wood is almost constant maintenance. It really is.
That's Chris Chambliss of Bullard Siding in Tyler.
You don't have that issue at all with the vinyl. It doesn't rot at all. I mean, and it's UV stable. You're not going to have any problem with fading or anything like that. You don't ever have to paint it.
Bullard Siding brings more than 70 years of experience to the job of improving your home.
We've been installing siding since there's basically been a vinyl siding. You know, the guys that we have do our work are second to none. We don't let just anybody work on a house. And there's some fairly small things that add up to make a really good job. We try to go the extra mile to make sure that everything is done to the standards that I would want my own house done to.
For vinyl siding products that will make your home look better and last longer, let Bullard Siding be your home improvement resource. Bullard Siding, more than 70 years of East Texans taking care of other East Texans. Online at bullardsiding.com. Bullard Siding.
97.5 KTBB FM.
To Kevon Thompson's second touchdown run of the day, a 6-yarder, and the extra point. The Apaches trail Cisco 16-14 in the second quarter.
7 plays, 58 yards, 3 minutes and 24 seconds on the scoring drive. The Apaches got back to what they do best, and that's just run the football.
His 4th touchdown of the year. You made the point during the break. Cisco has a good crowd here
really
today.
Do.
Very unlike them. We've been to games out there where there aren't many folks in the stands. But this is a pretty good football team. The Apaches got their hands full today, but they're within 2. Kickoff is away, returnable. Taken at the 4-yard line by the Wranglers. Bringing it upfield. This is McCook, and he's cut down at the 13-yard line. Outstanding coverage downfield by the Apaches. Number 37 is Jumonte Lewis for the Apaches. And you can't do it much better than that. The Wranglers will start at their own 13-yard line. Keep in mind their last drive was a 92-yard drive. So they have the ability to sustain long drives, and it's up to the Apaches now to get the ball back to the offense here in the second quarter and give this Apache team maybe a chance to actually lead in this game.
Well, they can start with getting some of these guys covered. Again, Wranglers have had wide-open receivers throughout this first half.
From the 13-yard line, it's a 4-wide receiver set and an inside handoff. This is, again, Sproles upfield. And Sproles into the Tyler secondary for about 10 yards before they get him at the 23. There's a penalty flag down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like that's in the area of holding. It's a pretty good run, but I think it is holding against the Wranglers.
Yeah, Sproles' 10-yard run may not stand up here. It's holding against the Wranglers, and that will wipe out that nice run by Dusan Sproles, the Cisco running back, and so that'll bring it back inside the 10-yard line, and the Wranglers will scrimmage this time from between the 6 and the 7-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 16. The actual call was upfield. So it's not a 1st and 20. It'll be a 1st and 16 between the 6 and 7-yard line.
Yeah, the Apaches will take it. Again, they haven't been able to stop these guys that much here in the first half.
Stadium's been busy today at the Texas Rose Festival Parade this morning that ends here. Back to pass again. Krumecki scrambles. He's running out of his own end zone, gets upfield to the original line of scrimmage and steps out in front of Ladarian Hudson at about the 12-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down, check that, a 2nd down, and about 11, it appears, after the quarterback picked up 5 of those lost yards back on the scramble. So it'll be a 2nd down and 11 at about the 12-yard line.
Apaches did a pretty good job to contain him. I thought he was going to get more on the play, but they forced him out of bounds after a decent gain.
Wranglers had 3 receivers out wide toward the tighter side of the field, the near side. Running back in the backfield out of the shotgun, Krumecki steps up, got all day to throw. Too much time before he guns it upfield and throws it short. Intended for Rosner, covered by Ladarian Hudson. He had way too much time to look upfield and then bounced it to Rosner. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good job by the Apache secondary. It's pretty hard to cover for as long as the quarterback had to survey the field, so that's a good job by the secondary.
Looking forward to halftime. We'll have a chance to visit with both the basketball coaches. Region 14 Media Day on Tuesday, so we'll hear from both Apache basketball coaches coming up at halftime. 3rd and 11 from the 12-yard line. Be a great job of the Tyler defense to get off the field here, and they blitz, hit the quarterback as he throws upfield and completes another pass, and this is a foot race to midfield down the far sideline, 30, and they drag him out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Still haven't put him on the ground. It took 5 of them. They'll put the wide receiver on the ground. It'll be first down at the Tyler 13-yard line. How about that for getting out of trouble? That pass to the running back, Dusan Sproles, is good all the way to the Tyler 15-yard line.
Well, and he was wide open. If he has a little bit more speed, it's an easy touchdown, a long touchdown, but the Apaches are able to run him down, but he was wide open, and Apache is injured in the end zone.
Sherry Duran is being tended to back in the opposite end of the field. But they go from their own 12-yard line to the Tyler 15-yard line on a pass play to the running back. And, again, that has been, in my mind, the defensive story of the day. Too many wide-open receivers, and when they're open, they are so open. I'm not sure if it's busted coverage, what's going on, but that was a 3rd down and 11, and Sproles was able not only to get the first down, but it took 5 Apache defensive backs to finally put him on the ground at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it's a nice touch on the pass by Kremecki at the quarterback as well to a streaking running back out of the backfield. And again, if he has a little bit more speed, he's still running. Durant is being helped off the field. Sherry
Duran favoring a leg, so wish him the best. He's done a good job for the Apaches this year, a sophomore from Houston. And 1st and 10 for the Wranglers at their own 15-yard line. Defense got to pick it up, Kevin. They're going to beat these guys.
No, it's kind of been embarrassing the way these guys, these receivers, tight ends, running backs, whoever has been wide open in the Apache secondary, and that can't happen.
Yeah, this defense is capable of playing a lot better than they're playing right now. Hopefully they will. First down at the 15-yard line. Snap it, hand the ball off, and the running back is in big trouble back at the 25-yard line, and the Apaches get him out after a loss of 5 at the 20-yard line. It was a handoff to Casey Medlock, and they run him out of bounds after a loss of about 5 yards on the play. Good job that time, the Tyler defense.
Oh, the Apaches were all over that one. They didn't give him an opportunity to turn it upfield.
But again, I've seen it at the high school level this year. You can, you play well, and a couple of busted coverages will get you beat. And that appears to be too many open receivers on 3rd and long situation that time. 2nd down at the 20-yard line, 2nd and 15. Let's see what the Apaches do here. They rush 4. Quarterback throws it downfield and way over the head of the intended receiver, and I'm not sure who he was throwing to. Might have just been throwing it away. The Apaches had a pretty good pass rush coming, but no receiver anywhere close to the football, so it'll be 3rd down and 15 at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, good pressure on the quarterback, decent coverage as well, and Kremecki was just forced to throw it out of the back of the end zone.
So again, while the field position is flipped, if Tyler could hold them to even a field goal here, then they've done their job. So let's see what happens here. The Apaches, again, maybe it's a bend but not break situation on this drive. And on a 3rd and 15 at the Tyler 20-yard line, the Apaches again rush 4, throw the bubble screen, complete the pass, and the Apaches are all over the receiver, and he'll get nothing out of that. He got back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's about all. So well played that time by the Apaches on Daniel Lee, and it'll be 4th and 11, and they'll send the field goal unit out. Seth Keller, who kicked a 25-yarder earlier, will try a 33-yard field goal with Gage McCook holding from the far hash. So he'll need to fade this one through the uprights to try to give the Wranglers a 5-point lead here at Rose Stadium. Kick is on the way. He's got plenty of distance, and I think it's good. It hit the upright, did it not?
It's missed it. It bounced off the upright and off to the left.
Hit the upright and missed it. Okay. Hey, great job by the Apache defense, as it turned out. Again, they bent big, Kevin, but did not break, and then a missed 33-yard field goal.
Yeah, it looked good from here. It had plenty of distance on it, but it hit the left upright and bounced off, and so the Apaches get a little bit of a break there.
Again, that works if you can continue to do that, but what's, again, frustrating, I'm sure, for the Tyler coaches, again, looking at what Cisco has been able to do today, their 2 touchdown passes have been to wide-open receivers, and so that's got to get cleaned up.
Has to.
This defense has been pretty effective this year, especially the secondary. So they're going to get a challenge today, and as the game wears on, hopefully that will get better. Handoff this time to Cavante Jackson off left tackle for a yard, and then it closed up rapidly. And about 3 of them all over him that time after a short gain. Knocked to the ground that time among the tacklers was their number 42, Torrey Hargrave, a linebacker. Gain of a yard, second down.
Yeah, Cisco has some size and some speed on the defensive side of the ball, and we've seen the speed on that play. Good reaction.
All right, we'll give you a station ID coming up here in a moment. We're about midway through the second quarter with 7:45 to go as the Apaches face a 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line. Great drive for their last touchdown, doing a lot of the damage on the ground, which they have been so good at all year long. Eric Quinn sets up on the right side, and Crawford's going to throw to the right wing. He finds Bailey, first down, 30. Bailey can move, and he gets it to the 36. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Now you listen to TJC Apache Football.
Your only local news radio. This is KTBB Tyler, KTBB FM Troop Tyler Longview, and KTBB.com.
Gain to the 36-yard line for Apache sophomore Justin Bailey, and it's a Tyler first down. They trail 16-14 with about 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Gorgeous afternoon here at the stadium. Last night, the Lee Mesquite game was played in a driving rain. Very different today. First down, Tyler at their own 36-yard line, far side to short side, 3 receivers and a tight end, and a handoff to Jackson. Circles left, now right, finds room, has the first down, has 17, but there's a penalty flag down. Crossed midfield on a nice run, but this is thrown in the general area of holding, and that's what it's going to be against Tyler.
Yeah, that was a nice run, but it'll be off for 9. That's a good cutback, but again, it won't count.
So holding against the Apaches will wipe out about a 17-yard run by Cavante Jackson. And so the Apaches will now get behind the chains, as the cliche goes, with a 1st and 20 at the 26-yard line. Clock starts up again. We're approaching the 6.5-minute mark of the second quarter, with TJC trailing by only 2. The ball at the 26 against a much-improved Cisco team under the direction of their second-year coach and former Apache assistant, Russell Thompson. Throw the ball near side to Bailey. Caught the ball on the, again, short stop route, and then gets hit immediately, and virtually no gain on the play by Cody Gentry, the safety. And that'll make it a second down, and call it second down at the 24-yard line. 2nd and 22, actually lost a yard and a half.
Well, that's that speed again on that Wrangler defense. Good reaction to the ball. Nice tackle.
2nd down, 22. 6 minutes to go. The clock ticking. TJC down by only 2. Again, a couple of touchdowns by the Apaches. Cisco has missed an extra point and a field goal. And on a second down, Crawford hands the ball off to Kevon Thompson. Big hole, first down, and a foot race. Will they catch him to the 20, to the 15-yard line? And they do. But a big run by Kevon Thompson, who's having a great day for the Apaches.
Well, that's a nice job by the offensive line. It's a gaping hole for Thompson to get through, and he almost took it all the way, but give Cisco a little credit. They stuck with the play, and they eventually ran him down, but a great job by the Apaches.
So on a 3rd and long, the Apaches return the favor, just like Cisco did earlier on that pass. The Apaches counterpunch with a long run by Kevon Thompson. They mark him down at the 16, and it's first down Apaches. Great run by the Apache from Brownsboro. Big hole by that offensive line. Ball on the right hash. They've got a tight end in the ball game, O'Quinn, and hand the ball off to Jackson, and Jackson's going to get a yard, and the hole closes up at the 15-yard line. Well played that time by, among others, their middle linebacker, Brendan Vaughn. It's been a different Apache in almost every game with the big running game this year, though. You notice that? There's no one guy that has had that monster season, but as a group, they've all contributed.
They got a lot of guys that can get the job done. It is running back by committee, but they can plug anybody in there. And again, this offensive line has done a great job.
2nd down, 9 at the 15-yard line. They got the scoreboard working, the video board finally. That's good news. And on a 2nd down and 9 at the 15-yard line, TJC with the ball, down 2, but a chance to take the lead in the game. Killen lines up at the tight end left. Crawford's going to throw the slant into traffic for Curtis, and it's knocked away inside the 5-yard line. Well, he tried to thread the needle on that one, and a really nice job by Jacoby Sheffield, one of their DBs, to knock the ball away from UT transfer Davion Curtis, Tyler's leading receiver, and now it's a 3rd and 9.
Crawford got away with one there. If the linebacker, Torrey Hargrove, had his back to the pass, if he's facing the pass, it's going to hit him right in the chest. So the Apaches get away with one there.
Killen comes out. Jacob Kaner The freshman from Cypress Woods and the former high school quarterback is the Apache H-back. And he'll line up off the left tackle. Running back, 3 receivers, 39. Crawford looks, throws, near side ball, batted up in the air and intercepted. Batted up in the air and picked off at the 29-yard line by Vaughn, the middle linebacker. Then taken back by an Apache, but I think it's going to be whose ball? It's going to be Cisco's ball. And Apache came out of there after all of that, but they're going to say it's Cisco football. They batted it up in the air and forced the turnover, and that is a lousy break for the Apaches.
Yeah, and they got away with one on the play before that, a ball that could have easily been intercepted. This time, the Wranglers get it done. They had 5 interceptions last week against Blinn, which helped them to that big victory.
Again, Tyler has been a great takeaway team this year themselves. They have none so far today, except on that punt exchange, but none by the defense. But after a great drive, the Apaches get nothing, and they're still down 2, and we've got 4:18 to go in the quarter. And Cisco's got the ball back in the 2-point lead. Krumecki looks to throw, throws it upfield, short stop and pop to Daniel Lee, and Lee breaks the tackle, gets it out to the 38, picked up about 9 yards on, again, the short stop route. Running back, Kevin, goes up about 3 yards, turns and waits, right?
That basically all it is. It's an easy pass, and what you're hoping the receiver can do is break a tackle. He didn't necessarily break a tackle, but it's still good yardage on first down.
3:55 to go, second down and 1 at their own 38-yard line. After that great drive, the worst thing that could happen to the Apaches right now is have Cisco come down and make this a 2-score game again. Back to pass, Tyler blitzes. Back to pass, Krumecki's got time, throws downfield, completes the pass to Robinson, and it's a foot race. 30, 25 inside the 25-yard line. Another wide open receiver. And that has simply got to stop. Too many Cisco Wranglers running almost uncovered up and down the field, and it's a first down at the Tyler 23-yard line.
On an in route, the Apaches playing trail position, and he was too far behind the little receiver, and well, again, as you mentioned, just one wide open receiver after another.
So it's a first down at the Apache 23-yard line. And TJC down 2. Now Cisco has turned that interception into first down at the Apache 23-yard line. Back in the ball game is Dusan Sproles. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, back to pass. And again, he's had a lot of time to throw today. Now he doesn't. They chase him, but he's got room to run, and he's going to do that inside the 20-yard line before Chandler Ferguson knocks him out. At about the 19-yard line, he picked up 5 yards on that play.
Yep, the Apaches put good pressure on him. Good decision by the quarterback. Couldn't find a receiver open, so he got upfield for good yardage.
To the Tyler 19-yard line. Call it a 4-yard game. Make it second down and 6 at the Apache 19-yard line.
Yeah, decent yardage on the play. Pretty good job, again, by the Apache defense.
But they're losing contain too much today, too. And, again, they have given Krumecki way too much time to throw. 4 wide receiver, 1 back set. Far hash, 3 receivers near side. Krumecki looking to throw. Whistle blows at the snap of the football. And I'm not sure what that was about. Didn't see a penalty flag.
Yeah,
no, there is
flag
one.
at the 20. Looks like it'll be against Cisco, whatever it is. Motion penalty.
Motion penalty will make it a second down and 11 then. And move it back to the 24-yard line. 2:33 left. Both teams have all their timeouts, so time is not a factor. And again, the Wranglers, after forcing that turnover, now find themselves at the Apache 24-yard line, second down and 11. Far side to short side, they go left to right here in the second quarter. 4 wide receivers set, 2 each side of the field. And Sproles in the backfield. Hand it to him, and he's got room in the Apache secondary and got some of that back down to the 17-yard line, where it'll be a third down and 4 coming up at the Tyler 17. So a third and 4 at the Apache 17-yard line. They need to gain about the 8 for the first down. And we're under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Cisco brought a lot of tents over there, didn't they?
They got a lot of tents, don't they? 3 tents.
3 of those.
It was a 3-tent day.
Unfolding, 4-stand tents that, like you see at soccer games and parents bring out to picnics, stuff like that. I guess they knew it was going to be a sunny day. If they were here last night, I could have told them, don't bother. But now that the sun's out, I guess it comes in handy, and there's a timeout on the field. I think Cisco called timeout. And we'll take it with them. Minute 33 left to play in the second quarter. Cisco 16, Tyler 14. We're back in 30 seconds on 92.1 FM, the team.
All right, pop quiz. What's better, the sound of a Burger King Whopper patty sizzling on a flame grill, Or the fact that right now you can get 2 Whopper sandwiches for just $6? The answer is A and B. Both are better. Get to Burger King today for the 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Always flame grilled and made with 100% beef. Always prepared to order with freshly chopped onions and tomatoes. The 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Only at Burger King. For a limited time, participation varies. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
97.5 KTBB FM.
Did I say 92.1 FM?
I think you did, yeah.
Local News Radio, 97.5 FM KTBB, where we are this afternoon. The Tech game, Texas Tech on 92.1 FM, the team this afternoon against Kansas. Oklahoma beat TCU earlier today. About midway through the college football season, and I believe next week the College Football Playoff Committee starts actually ranking these teams.
That time already?
Minute 33 to go. 3rd down 4. Big play here at the Tyler 17-yard line. Cisco leads the Apaches 16-14. Crowd making a little noise this afternoon. Ball in the middle of the field, and Krumecki with a 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Sproles in the backfield. Throw the quick pass, completes it to the 11. That's a 1st down, and that's Robinson inside the 10. And that was a well-executed shortstop route that gives them the 1st down.
Well, good recognition by Krumecki, the quarterback. And there was an oversized cushion provided by the TJC defensive back, and they took advantage of it.
1st and 10 inside the 10-yard line at about the 7 for the Wranglers. We're down to a minute 18 to go in the second quarter. And it's 1st and goal, Wranglers at the Apache 7-yard line. Sproles in the backfield. 3 receivers split wide to the near side, and a handoff to Sproles. And no, it's the quarterback keeper. Krumecki's going to take it into the end zone, and that's a touchdown. He got pushed from behind, or is it? I haven't seen. Yes, it is. A touchdown. Took him a while to make the call. I could have called it from up here, but a nice run by Krumecki. He had blocking in front of him, and that's a bad break for TJC. They had it at the 15-yard line, turned the ball over, and Cisco makes him pay.
Yeah, and that's a nice job by Krumecki, the quarterback. His own read, you thought, like I did, that he had handed it off. Instead, he kept it and got up right upfield for the score.
They wound up at a swinging gate, and now they set up for the extra point. That's a 7-yard run by the quarterback. And the Wranglers tried the extra point by their kicker, Seth Keller, and it's good. And so with 57 seconds to go before halftime, they lead the Apaches by 9, 23-14 on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM KTBB.
At Tyler Ford, we know the best time for you to buy a car or truck is when you're ready. That's why we never have gimmicky sales or mail you a scratch-off that tells you want either a car, a TV, or a coffee maker. We discount our vehicles every day of the month, so we're always ready when you're ready. Our job is to get you every discount we can so you can save as much as possible. And with the largest inventory in East Texas, we have the right model with the right equipment that's right for you. And if for some reason we don't have it, we'll get it for you. But what if there's some aftermarket equipment you're wanting? Let us customize your truck with our full line of lift kits, custom wheels, and tires and accessories. Our advantage over the aftermarket is our customized trucks are covered under your new factory warranty, and the cost, it can be included in the financing. So if the time is right for you, the right place for you is Tyler Ford. I'm David Irwin. We're Tyler Ford, and we are the real deal.
97.5 KTBB FM.
That was a 7-yard touchdown run by Blaine Krumecki, the Cisco quarterback. They lead 23-14.
6 plays, 71 yards, 3 minutes, and 21 seconds.
After a Tyler Junior College interception, and with 57 seconds left, they'll tee it up to kick it off. And the Apaches, again, find themselves in a bit of a hole. It's a high, short kick, and they'll let it land in the hands of Jimerson at the 23-yard line. Again, he ran one back last week at NEO and gets it out to the 45-yard line here, depending on where they mark him down. Good return by Demius Jimerson, who has done much of Tyler's work in that area this year. And they're going to call this 1st down. They're going to say his knee touched at the 43-yard line. So with 51 seconds left and 3 timeouts, the Apaches have plenty of time to try to answer here. Let's see if they can.
Well, they won't be able to run it much on this possession, so we expect Crawford to try to open it up, and I guess he's going to have to be more accurate than he was last week.
1st down at the 43-yard line, far side, the short side, and Cavante Jackson, the running back, and they're going to hit him at the line of scrimmage and tackle him for about a half a yard gain off right tackle. So they try to keep them honest, and then timeout on the field as the Apaches will burn one of their timeouts with 44 seconds left. We'll take a 30-second break. Tyler trails by 9. It'll be second down when we return on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
Vehicle technology is advancing at a blistering pace, and after a collision, correctly repairing those vehicles has become just as advanced. Now more than ever, your choice for collision repair directly impacts the future safety and quality of your vehicle. For those reasons and many more, choose Davis Green Paint and Body. Committed to this economic community for over 65 years and equally committed to the highest standards of vehicle repair. And most importantly, your safety. Davis Green Paint and Body. You're driving home their reputation.
97.5 KTBB FM.
44 seconds left in the first half. Tyler has 2 timeouts left. They trail Cisco 23-14. And from what I've seen so far today, Cisco's as good-looking team as I've seen in the league so far this year. We've seen everybody because they play Kilgore for the second time next week. This is a good football team.
It is a good football team and a lot better than we've seen in the past.
Yeah, it'll be a second down at about 9. Play action. Crawford will throw the deep ball. He gets hit as he throws, and this one's incomplete, intended for Otis Lanier. And Crawford got buried. He's not a big guy. Crawford's about 5'10", and he was being rushed hard, and he heaved that one and threw it about as far as he could under the circumstances. Third down coming up.
Well, he couldn't step into it, but it's a dangerous pass, and certainly don't want to turn it over.
They seem reluctant to play Augie DiBiase, the freshman from Florida. He got in one play last week, threw an interception. Third down and 10 at the 43, and let's see what happens here. They'll hand the ball off to Jackson, breaking a tackle. It's going to be a first down, 45 inside the 45, run out at the 41. Outstanding run by Cavante Jackson, and a first down Apache.
Yeah, that's a nice job by Jackson. Made the initial defensive miss at the line of scrimmage. Broke free for good yardage on an Apache first down.
It would make everybody feel better if they could get a field goal here, get something before halftime, and cut this again to a one-score game. It's anybody's football game as we get ready for the second half. We're going to finish up the first half, and Tyler does have 2 timeouts. And again, as they break here, and I'm not sure who called a timeout.
Cisco called a timeout. The defensive coordinator is hot. He is upset. He's going off on his defense. I think he called that timeout just to rip into his defense. So they called the timeout.
Jesse Green is the nominal defensive coordinator. Again, he played here. His dad was an NFL player. And he was also the dorm manager for the Apaches for a long period of time. And good guy. He is the defensive coordinator. But really, Russell Thompson, the head coach, also very involved. He was the Apache defensive coordinator for 3 years. Also has worked at Kilgore College. But he and Coach Palmer have a good relationship. I don't know that exists for some of the other assistants. But Coach Palmer and Coach Thompson are still very good friends. And I'm guessing Jesse Green, the Cisco defensive coordinator, is probably one of those guys who probably holds a grudge. And it'll be a first down at the 41-yard line for the Apaches, near side to short side. And with 3 receivers, make that 4, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. They've got Killen, the tight end, standing next to the quarterback. And TJC's Crawford's going to throw. Near side finds Bailey, and he catches it and steps out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So a quick pop to Bailey and gets it to the 34, gain of 7. With 25 seconds left and the clock stopped, the Apaches do a nice job of saving their 2 timeouts.
Yeah, out route, nice call. Good throw, good catch, get out of bounds.
Second down, 3 at the 34. Ball on the near hash. 2 receivers this way, 2 to the right, and they're going to throw the same pass. Same guy, Bailey, caught, 30-yard line, out of bounds, 29, and another Apache first down. Same play, same result, and a TJC first down.
Yeah, why not? Good execution on the play, and Bailey again gets out of bounds.
With 21 seconds left, so the Apaches certainly in scoring territory. Trying to make the most of it. And again, they're going to have to, in the second half, clean up some things defensively. But, boy, if they could score here, what a huge lift that would be going into the halftime. Ball on the near side. First and 10 at the 29-yard line. Crawford looks left, throws downfield. Ball caught at the 20-yard line by Curtis in traffic. And the Apaches will probably have to burn one of their timeouts with 12 seconds left, and they do. That was a bullet, though, by Crawford. And Curtis, again, who is from Temple, who was a signee by Texas, played there a year and then came here looking for a new opportunity. He has very sure hands. last week in the NEO game, with Tyler down 40-35. They got the ball to the 16-yard line. It looked like they might rally to win. The play of the play that set that up was Davion Curtis, who I thought was going to score on that play. But Tyler got to the 16-yard line and then faced a fourth down and completed a pass, but short of the mark, and NEO took over and won the game. But Curtis is a very dangerous young man. In terms of his football playing ability, but as a young man to talk to, just a great kid. Seems very happy to be here. I know he's disappointed that his career at Texas didn't work out, but I feel sure, assuming he's got his grades, that somebody's going to come in and snap him up, and he'll be playing Division I football for somebody next year.
Yeah, I don't think he's a playmaker. I don't think there's any doubt about it. Now the Apaches have to find a way to get him get him involved more often.
2nd down and 2 at the 21-yard line. And we've got 12 seconds left. Tyler still has timeouts left, and Crawford on the rollout. Crawford rolling, looking, don't use up all the time, and gets hit and fumbles it. Recovered by Price with 4 seconds left, and the Apaches are going to have to burn a timeout. Tyler has the ball, but Crawford running around back there almost did what Deshaun Watson did early in the season for the Texans. Ran out the time running around trying to make a play instead of conserving the time. It's probably a break for Tyler that he fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
There's 2 seconds left. The Apaches are going to have to try a long field goal, I guess, or try to go to the end zone.
And Crawford never saw that defender coming. He took a big hit that got the football out of there, and the Apaches are lucky to still have the ball.
That's the second time the Apaches have been in or near the red zone and have turned the ball over. That's another missed opportunity. If they don't get anything out of this, that'll be the second time. They're sending Patterson out to try a long field goal, but that was another wasted opportunity that the Apaches are going to look back on today and regret. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal, which would be his longest of the year by 12 yards. Bailey is the holder. If the Apaches go through with this, they'll call that last timeout, I believe, to talk it over. And no, it's Cisco is going to call a timeout to talk this thing over and ice the kicker as we play with 2 seconds left and we're about to get to halftime. And again, if Blake Patterson makes this, the Apaches will cut this to a 6-point, very manageable game going into halftime. But again, the regret the Apaches have, they had the ball at the 16 and got it picked off. Cisco went down and scored. And they had the ball at the 21-yard line with time on the clock, and they fumbled the ball, and now they're going to have to settle for a long field goal try.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of those opportunities. Again, this is a much better Cisco football team than most people expect to see, and you got to play them.
Bailey's the holder. And the left-footed Patterson near hash, 46 yards. Snap, hold, kick on the way. It's got plenty of distance. It is up, and it is good on the final play of the half. That's a pick-me-up. A 46-yard Blake Patterson field goal sends us to halftime. At intermission, it's 23-17. Cisco over the Apaches on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
You have one last chance to round out your fall schedule at TJC. The next 8-week mini-semester starts Monday, October 22nd. Mini-semesters at TJC offer more choices and flexibility to complete your courses in a shorter amount of time. And speaking of time, you don't have much left to sign up. Don't forget, 8-week mini-semester at TJC starts Monday, October 22nd and runs through December 12th. Ready to sign up? They're ready for you. Go to tjc.edu and register today.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
Hello, fans. This is Randy Grooms with Citizens First Bank here in Tyler. Have you ever wondered where to start when getting ready to purchase that new home or commercial property, or how to refinance an existing home or business loan? At Citizens First Bank, we specialize in dealing with people like you, helping to simplify the loan process. We will work with you to find the loan product that best fits your personal or business needs and follow it through to a prompt closing. Give us a call first at Citizens First, 581-1900, and come see what it's like to bank with the only A-plus rated bank in East Texas, where we always service the loans we make.
Citizens First Bank on the Southeast Loop in Tyler. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and on the web at citizensfirstbank.com.
At Tyler Ford, we know the best time for you to buy a car or truck is when you're ready. That's why we never have gimmicky sales or mail you a scratch off that tells you want either a car, a TV, or a coffee maker. We discount our vehicles every day of the month, so we're always ready when you're ready. Our job is to get you every discount we can so you can save as much as possible. And with the largest inventory in East Texas, we have the right model with the right equipment that's right for you. And if for some reason we don't have it, we'll get it for you. But what if there's some aftermarket equipment you're wanting? Let us customize your truck with our full line of lift kits, custom wheels, and tires and accessories. Our advantage over the aftermarket is our customized trucks are covered under your new factory warranty, and the cost, it can be included in the financing. So if the time is right for you, the right place for you is Tyler Ford. I'm David Irwin. We're Tyler Ford, and we are the real deal.
97.5 KTBB FM.
Welcome back to Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. It's halftime on this gorgeous Saturday afternoon. Cisco leads Tyler 23-17. Apaches went into the locker room, though, with some momentum. Blake Patterson, their kicker from transferring to the University of North Texas, hit a 46-yarder. So the Apaches are down one score as we play at halftime. First series of the game, Cisco scored a 41-yard touchdown pass from Krumecki to Bolin, made it 7-0. The Apaches not able to stop Cisco on their first two drives. They did hold the Wranglers to a 25-yard field goal. It's 10-0 midway through the first quarter. The Apaches come back, though. They get the ball on when Cisco partially blocked a Tyler punt, it went over the line of scrimmage and rolled downfield, and the Cisco player touched the ball, and the Apaches recovered. And 3 plays later, they go 42 yards. Thompson's 7-yard run made it 10-7 at the end of one. Cisco scored early in the second quarter, capping a 92-yard drive on a 25-yard pass to Rosner. They missed the extra point, 16-7. The Apaches come right back. 7 plays, 58 yards. Thompson's second touchdown, 16-14. And the Apaches were driving to take the lead. Had the ball at the 16-yard line, but Jeremiah Crawford had a pass tipped and intercepted by Vaughn for Cisco, and they drive down Krumecki's 7-yard run, 23-14, and the Apaches come back, and on the final play of the first half, a 46-yard field goal by Patterson, and they trailed by 6 at halftime here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. Coming up, we're going to talk some basketball with Apache coaches Trina Tillis-Hord and Mike Marquis on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
You have one last chance to round out your fall schedule at TJC. The next 8-week mini-semester starts Monday, October 22nd. Mini-semesters at TJC offer more choices and flexibility to complete your courses in a shorter amount of time. And speaking of time, you don't have much left to sign up. Don't forget, 8-week mini-semester at TJC starts Monday, October 22nd and runs through December 12th. Ready to sign up? They're ready for you. Go to tjc.edu and register today.
Your search for a home loan should start and end with Guild Mortgage, the Holyfield Group. Tom Holyfield has served East Texans and their mortgage needs for over 20 years. Guild Mortgage is located at 1300 Hollybrook Drive in Longview, Texas, 75605, and 6775 Old Jacksonville Highway, Suite 2 in Tyler, Texas, 75703. They're on the web at tomholyfield.com. Equal housing lender. Company NMLS number 3274. Tom Holyfield, NMLS number 210861.
97.5 KTBB FM.
It's halftime, but it's also basketball season as the TJC Apache ladies get ready to play their first games in November. In fact, Trina Tillis-Hord and the Apache ladies have their first home game on November 9th, part of the Holiday Inn Classic, so basketball season's here too.
It's here. We're excited. It's a new opportunity coming off of a terrible year. You're just excited to get a do-over, another chance, another opportunity, and you just feel blessed to be in this coaching profession and with Tyler Junior College going into my 19th year.
19th year, and you got a couple of kids back. Who's coming back?
Traylon Tyler and Kiara Brimsey will both be returning. Traylon Tyler was an all-region pick. She carried our team. She was one of our leading scorers. Both of them are double-digit average kids, and they just work hard. They're going to be a good group to get us started, get us going, and kind of channel us in that right direction.
All right, some of the newcomers.
Quatera Limbrick is a kid out of U of H. She's going to play point guard for us. We've got another Kennedy Burks who is from HBU. She's another transfer. Those kids have experience. So we walk in with 4 kids with experience, 2 that played for us last year and 2 that are transfers from D1. We've got some hometown kids. We've got the kid from La Pointe, or Tiara Hambrick, that's going to be special. She's a steal. I mean, I feel like we went into Trinity Valley's backyard and stole a jewel, and we love that kid. Diamond out of Waxahachie is a kid that is very, very talented. She's small. I think she's going to be a referee's favorite because she's just a jewel. She's that pretty kid that reminds you of Victoria Kimikai that we had years ago. Have 2 international post kids that 6'3" and 6'2" that likes to run the floor. And so we're going to be a different team than we were last year. We were at a scrimmage this weekend, and everybody was applauding that we have a whole new team. But last year we had so many injuries that we didn't even know what team we really had.
The tradition at Tyler Junior College for women's basketball is winning. Last year I know was tough, so how much does it burn in you to not let that happen again?
Well, it burns. I mean, you want to keep that tradition of excellence. You don't ever want the TJC program to go down as far as with the program, at least not in my tenure. I mean, we've had some hiccups and we've had some moments, but we're also not win at all costs. We are one of those programs that we're going to win with good players. We're going to put good products out on the floor. And then we're going to endure whatever storm comes our way. And I felt like last year was our Job year, but Job trusted in God, and God multiplied his blessings. And in coaching these kids right now, I feel like he's multiplied our blessings. And you know, I just continue to trust and believe that this is a great program. God is a good God, and that I'm a pretty good coach.
November 9th, again, is the first home series. That's a tournament. What can people look for?
They're going to look for some competitive games. I mean, you're going to have some of the top 25 teams in the country playing against each other. It's not going to be an easy tournament. Our schedule is full of opponents, full-time opponents that are coming to play. Collin County is very good. Crowder's very good. You're going to have Angelina in that classic. Bossier Parish. It's a good tournament, and we, just like we said, we want to play quality opponents, because we know when you go into our conference in Region 14, you can have all the confidence in the world, but if you have not played those big-time programs, they're not going to get you ready for what we're going to see.
The Holiday Inn Classic, the weekend of November 9th. Trina, good luck, okay?
Thank you.
All right, the Apache ladies about to get going, and our halftime show continues after this timeout.
You have one last chance to round out your fall schedule at TJC. The next 8-week mini-semester starts Monday, October 22nd. Mini-semesters at TJC offer more choices and flexibility to complete your courses in a shorter amount of time. And speaking of time, you don't have much left to sign up. Don't forget, 8-week mini-semester at TJC starts Monday, October 22nd and runs through December 12th. Ready to sign up? They're ready for you. Go to tjc.edu and register today.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 and the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
97.5 KTBB FM.
It's halftime football, but it's also basketball season. The Apaches play their first home basketball games on November 2nd in the TJC tournament, and head coach Mike Marquis is with us at halftime. So just talk about the fact that the heck with football, it's basketball season, right?
Yeah, well, don't tell Danny we said that, but we're so excited. You know, I've got some good players back from last year's national tournament team, added some more good players, and that first week's an exciting weekend because it's Circle of Honor weekend, which you'll have a huge part of that for us as well. And and kind of get the season kicked off against two good opponents in Brookhaven and Southwest Christian. So excited to get going. I've had a couple scrimmages. I've looked really good at times and not so good at others. And overall, it's been a really fun group to coach.
All right, how much carryover do you have because of the turnover from being a regional champion?
Well, we're in the PBW series, the post Brian Warren, after the 50 wins the last 2 years with that young man at the point guard. And I wasn't sure. We have two really good point guards. We're not lacking for talent, but were they going to be able to be leaders? But what was shocking to me was guys that were followers last year, and Micah, Cameron, and Edrin have really done a good job leading. They've been well prepared for practice. They've taught the guys, here's how we act at Tyler, here's how we conduct ourselves. And that was a real shock to us. And because of that, we've been a little better quicker than I thought we'd be.
Who are the returning players?
Micah Thomas, who, great shooter last year, and, Cameron Johnson, maybe two of the 10 best players in the league, certainly returning players in the league. And then Edra Luster, who played almost all the minutes at center last year, even though he didn't start. He played a lot. So those three have really done a great job.
And the newcomers to look forward to?
Well, there's a lot of them. I think people like the 2 point guards. Look for DeAndre Heckard and Shahada Wells are two really good point guards that are exciting and fun to be around and watch. And then there is a host of other guys that can shoot the ball. And it'll be fun to see them. And I think we're going to have some of those nights where we're unbelievable because of the way we shoot it. And then we're going to have some nights where we miss some shots. We'll have to get a little better at those.
All right, let's talk about the region. I mean, you and Trinity Valley both went last year, but just what are you up against in 2018-19?
Well, I think Kilgore is early on has really been impressive physically, and Panola, he may have his best team. He's really got them well oiled. Bossier on the north is much improved, and Navarro has made huge strides. The north is maybe as difficult as it's been the last few years. So that obviously is going to be something that we have to worry about late. But, the South is coming back. A couple of the schools that had been down a little bit, they're kind of regenerated. So I think, it's one of those years where the winner of the league could have 5-6 losses pretty easily.
And San Jac, after all these years not involved, that's tragic at many levels because they were one of Tyler's great rivals over the years.
Oh, no question. And I'm sure they don't feel this way, but, for us, that the San Jac's last game was against Tyler was probably appropriate. Well, I know we did that, but I'm just saying that maybe in the whole scope of things, that was, if you were going to have a last game, that was probably the two that needed to play. And so we came out on top, which was good for us, obviously bad for them. But, I feel for their coaches. I'm still in contact with them and had a great relationship with their families. So, thinking about them at this time of the year, too, it's going to be a tough first year for them.
Excited?
Very. Really, really fired up. It's great to see the northern weather has snuck in down here to make it feel like basketball season. So, really excited for our kids and get to play. And you and I will talk about this more and more, but, Jimmy's event was special, and there's some things that happened amongst that weekend that were special. And then some other things he's done for the program you and I will talk about later on. But, I like where we're at to start.
Right, November 2nd is the first home game. It's the TJC tournament at Wagstaff Gym. Basketball season's about here. That's head coach Mike Marquis, and our halftime show continues after this timeout.
You have one last chance to round out your fall schedule at TJC. The next 8-week mini-semester starts Monday, October 22nd. Mini-semesters at TJC offer more choices and flexibility to complete your courses in a shorter amount of time. And speaking of time, you don't have much left to sign up. Don't forget, 8-week mini-semester at TJC starts Monday, October 22nd and runs through December 12th. Ready to sign up? They're ready for you. Go to tjc.edu and register today.
Your search for a home loan should start and end with Guild Mortgage, the Holyfield Group. Tom Holyfield has served East Texans and their mortgage needs for over 20 years. Guild Mortgage is located at 1300 Hollybrook Drive in Longview, Texas, 75605, and 6775 Old Jacksonville Highway, Suite 2 in Tyler, Texas, 75703. They're on the web at tomholyfield.com. Equal housing lender. Company NMLS number 3274. Tom Holyfield NMLS number 210861.
97.5 KTBB FM.
Bill Coates and Kevin Simon back at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. Phil Hicks, Title Morning Telegraph, bringing some statistics by the first half. The Apaches trail Cisco 23-17.
Well, Cisco, boy, I tell you what, they continue to throw the football. 320 yards passing in the first half, just 42 rushing, a total of 364. The Apaches 136 rushing, 84 passing, total of 220. Standouts for Mekhi for Cisco, 4 rushes, 29 yards and a touchdown. He was 14 of 19 for 300 yards passing in the first half. Rosner, 3 catches, 69 and a touchdown. Bolin, 2 catches, 44 and a touchdown. For the Apaches, Crawford is 11 of 18 for 69 yards. Rushing, Thompson, 136 yards on 10 carries. He has 2 touchdowns. Big first half for Thompson. Bailey has 6 catches for 51. Lanier, 3 catches for 12.
Kilgore leads Glenn 21-14 at halftime, and NEO leads at New Mexico Military 17-10. The Apaches wrap it up at Kilgore next week, and hopefully will be in the playoffs. Tyler trails Cisco at halftime, 23-17. We'll take a 3-minute timeout and get you ready for the third quarter here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
All right, pop quiz. What's better? The sound of a Burger King Whopper patty sizzling on a flame grill? Or the fact that right now you can get 2 Whopper sandwiches for just $6? The answer is A and B. Both are better. Get to Burger King today for the 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Always flame grilled and made with 100% beef. Always prepared to order with freshly chopped onions and tomatoes. The 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Only at Burger King. For a limited time, participation varies. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Vehicle technology is advancing at a blistering pace, and after a collision, correctly repairing those vehicles has become just as advanced. Now more than ever, your choice for collision repair directly impacts the future safety and quality of your vehicle. For those reasons and many more, choose Davis Green Paint and Body. Committed to this economic community for over 65 years and equally committed to the highest standards of vehicle repair. And most importantly, your safety. Davis Green Paint and Body. You're driving home their reputation.
Hello, fans. This is Randy Grooms with Citizens First Bank, where we want to be a part of your winning team. We appreciate the value of loyal fans who always support their team. And at Citizens First, you will always talk to a real person who knows your name and is willing to assist you with any of your banking needs. Our team includes a reliable staff that is ready to put you first. From personal and business online banking to remote deposit capture, we offer the latest in new account technology that will keep you and your business in the game and save you valuable time. Come and see what it's like to do business with the only A-plus rated bank in East Texas, where we'll help you score a touchdown and put points on your financial scoreboard.
Citizens First Bank on the Southeast Loop in Tyler. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and on the web at citizensfirstbank.com.
Wherever you see wood on your home, Bullard Siding can help you save money and make your home last longer.
The eaves, the overhangs, the sidewalls, the gables, any place you see paint or wood.
That's Clay Chambliss, owner of Bullard Siding.
The benefits of siding are pretty amazing. You don't have to fool with it anymore. Once you put it up, you're pretty well finished. It's going to eliminate the need for the painting or reduce any potential wood rot. If it's properly installed, the rain will never get to it.
Vinyl siding products for the exterior of your home have the look and feel of wood.
Vinyl siding is not just vinyl siding. Now, you've got a lot of different cedar shades. You have stone-appearing products that are surrealistic. The cedar, you can put your hand on and think you're going to get a splinter. It's that realistic. Lifetime warranties, as far as the weatherability, is just tremendous compared to paint.
Let Bullard Siding be your home improvement resource. Bullard Siding, more than 70 years, serving Tyler and East Texas. Online at bullardsiding.com. Bullard Siding.
97.5 KTBB FM.
Again, once again, just congratulations to Apache Belle Amanda Hiles. She is the Rose Queen of the 85th Texas Rose Festival, which is, of course, this weekend. The Bells and the Band just did a fantastic halftime performance here at the stadium. And as we get ready for the third quarter, 23-17, it'll be Cisco leading the Tyler Apaches, but TJC, who won the toss, will have the football first to start the third quarter. It'll be an important drive for the Apaches, who got a real pick-me-up right before halftime. Blake Patterson's longest field goal of the year, right down the middle from 46 yards out. And so the Apaches did get that piece of momentum. Kevin, there are some defensive issues they're going to have to clean up in the second half. This Cisco passing game, which is averaging 300 yards a game, has been very good. It's as good as it was advertised.
You took the words right out of my mouth. The Apaches are going to have to do a better job of covering these receivers, wide open guys out of the backfield, tight ends, you name it. But the Apaches have had some opportunities. They have to do a better job in the red zone, but plenty of football left to be played, and we'll expect the Apaches to get going.
And again, we always say this, that first drive of the third quarter, potentially a real opportunity for TJC to maybe go out and take the lead and really establish the tempo of the second half.
We'll see if that late field goal they in the first half carries over in here to open up the second half for the Apaches.
TJC, again, as we welcomed Trina Tillis-Hord and Mike Marquis at halftime, the basketball season, a couple of weeks away. TJC Apaches will have a home tournament on the weekend of November 2nd and 3rd, I believe, are the two dates. And the next weekend, the Apache ladies will play their first home game. So basketball season almost here as well. The men are the defending Region 14 champions. Women had a tough season last year, but a lot of recruiting. They look to be back in form. They have a great tradition of basketball, of course, at Tyler Junior College, dating back to growing up watching Coach Wagstaff's team play and Coach Richardson's women's teams play at Wagstaff Gym. Ready for the third quarter. Keller will kick off to TJC. Apaches going left to right, wearing their home black and gold uniforms, black pants, jerseys, helmets with a gold trim and gold numerals. And Cisco in a dark pant, white jersey, blue numeral, and blue helmet. As Keller approaches, kicking off from the 35-yard line, second half is underway. His kicks have been high and short. It'll be TJC's Kaner running over a Wrangler after taking that short kick. And he pitch-poled him at about the 35 and decleated him out to the 36-yard line. That's where TJC will start 1st and 10.
Well, he wasn't messing around with it. Got upfield. That's the way you do it. And just starting field position for the Apaches to open up the second half.
All right, so TJC, again, after a first half that saw them run the ball well, complete passes, but also had a couple of turnovers that hurt Tyler Junior College, including that interception at the 16-yard line, which is the difference in the ball game really right now. So now the Apaches send Jeremiah Crawford out there. Killen is lined up as a tight end standing next to him in the backfield. They have three receivers right, and Crawford is going to be hit and dropped for a loss in the first play of the third quarter. They were blitzing. Crawford was trying to, I think, run with the football, and the Wranglers were having none of it. Jordan Wells, their defensive tackle from Navasota, was the first to break through and dropped him for a 4-yard loss at the 32-yard line.
It's as if they were in the Apache huddle. They knew what was coming and made a great play to open up the second half.
Apaches have also had problems on, they've had second and third and long. Now, they've converted some of them, but have put themselves behind the chains here early in some of these drives. 2nd and 14 at the 32-yard line. Snap it. Crawford looking to throw. Upfield, completes the pass to Lanier. Caught it at the 35, but he got rocked immediately that time by Xavier Hall, the linebacker, after a short gain back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's about all. So it'll be a 3rd down and 10. And again, once again, Kevin, they find themselves in the 3rd and long. Those are hard to overcome time after time after time.
Tough to win games that way when you continue to put yourself in these situations. That big 5-yard loss on 1st down and still trying to work toward the 1st down marker.
Jackson's the running back, and again, this time a 4-wide receiver set without a tight end. And snap the football. Blitz coming again. Crawford steps up, throws downfield, and nowhere close to the intended receiver. I think he thought that Lanier was going to break to the edge and threw it toward the Tyler sideline. And the pass is incomplete by a country mile. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, Crawford showing some frustration. I think he's upset with Lanier. He's expecting him to break off his route. He's yelling at him. Now he's going to make his way to the sideline. Frustrating start for the Apaches here in the second half.
And again, that has been an issue where they had opportunities. And even last week, that great opportunity at the end of the game, they could not convert. Patterson will stand at the 22-yard line to kick it away. Left footer hits this one high left side. It'll be taken at the 20-yard line on a fair catch by Robinson. And the Wranglers will start at their own 20-yard line. Again, every coach on this staff for Cisco has ties to Tyler Junior College. Some as former coaches, some as former players. The head coach, Russell Thompson, was the defensive coordinator under Coach Palmer for 3 years at Tyler Junior College. He hails from Jacksonville. And so the Wranglers will start 1st and 10. And again, they are, even though they were 2 and 3 coming in here, they are anything but out of the race. If they win this week and beat NEO next week, they could wind up not only in the playoffs, but with a high seeding. And Kremecki, pump fake, rolling out right side, being chased to the edge, will get a yard. Penalty flags are down as the Apaches put him on the ground on the far sideline. See what the penalty flag thrown in their backfield is all about.
Yeah, late penalty flag. At the end of the run, the quarterback couldn't find a receiver open. Good job in the secondary. Looks like it'll be against Cisco, holding against the Wranglers.
Holding Wranglers. So that'll wipe out the 1 yard gain and put them in a first and long, and take them back to the 10-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 20 situation from their own 10-yard line. Remember, they had a 92-yard touchdown drive.
Yeah.
In the first half, complete with a 75-yard pass that got them out of a hole to Sproles, their running back. 3 receivers, 1st and 10, 1st and 20 at the 10-yard line. Hand the ball off. Medlock. Case Medlock is going to be hit on the edge by Sanders, and after a 2-yard gain, the Apaches contain him for a short gain. First guy there was Sanders, who turned it inside, and then Ladarian Hudson, Will Jones, and Sherry Durand, who's back in the ball game after being shaken up in the first half, all complete the tackle. 2nd down and 18, just underway, third quarter. 6-point Cisco lead. Ball just outside the 12-yard line on a gorgeous sun-splashed Texas Rose Festival weekend Saturday afternoon here at Rose Stadium. Far hash, they go right to left outbound. 3 receivers toward the near side of the field. Hand the ball off to Medlock, and Medlock will get the ball out to the 18-yard line. That was a nice run. Most of it after the initial hit, and that sets up a 3rd and short coming up for the Wranglers. It'll be 3rd and 2. The Apaches couldn't put Casey Medlock on the ground.
The tough run by the running back, Medlock, as you mentioned. The Apaches are going to have to be disciplined on this play. Can't afford to allow those receivers to get wide open. 3rd down and 2, ball at the 18-yard line. And Cisco with an opportunity here, again, from their own 10-yard line to maybe get, it's 3rd and 12, my bad. They were behind the chains to begin with. 3rd and long and back to pass again. Quarterback being chased. Kremecki's going to throw it upfield and overthrows Medlock, and the Apache defense does its job. So I was mistaken, of course. It was 3rd and 20. It was 1st and 20. They picked up 8. It was 3rd and 12, my bad. Now it's 4th and 12, and the Apaches, again, get their defense off the field, or get the defense off the field and give their offense an opportunity in what should be, Kevin, pretty good field position. Well, that's a big series for the Apache defense. They needed to make a stop. Don't want to give up any more scoring and get behind any further, but it's a great job by the defense.
Justin Bailey is the Tyler punt returner, as Urias, the punter, and drops the ball at the 3, and he's in trouble, and the Apaches cover it at the 2, and that's another special teams break, the second one of the day, both on punting situations. Tyler recovered a fumble after Cisco touched a loose ball on a Tyler punt in the first half, and the punter, Urias, drops the ball, and the Apaches cover him at the 4-yard line. And, Kevin, here's the open door. They've got it 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they have to get through that door. They have to punch this one in, can't afford to kick field goals and win this game. Got to punch this one in inside the 5 and go on top here.
The Apaches have not led this afternoon. Here's their opportunity. They had a good running game in the first half. Let's see if they can complete the scoring drive here. Handoff. Cavante Jackson looking to get to the edge. Will not. He will be thrown down for a 4-yard loss. Back to the 9-yard line. You can't play it any better than Trey Jackson did that time. Kevin, I'll say it again. Yeah. They have had several opportunities deep in Cisco territory and have failed time and time again. They can't afford to fail here.
No, they need a touchdown here, but that's not a way to start off this possession. But again, give Cisco credit. They have the best or second best run defense in the conference, and they look like it.
They lose 5 yards. 2nd down and goal at the 9-yard line. Kaner goes in motion. Crawford, snap, looks, throws near side. Ball completed to the 6. Bailey made the catch, but that really doesn't get them in very good shape. They got 3 yards back, but it's still 3rd and goal at the 6-yard line, and they're just not making progress, Kevin. This is a huge play.
Yeah, big 3rd down coming up. Biggest play of the game for the Apaches. Again, they have to take advantage of a possession that started at the 4.
Again, it would be a huge win for Cisco to hold Tyler to a field goal here. So the Apaches need this. It's 3rd and goal at the 6-yard line. If they don't make it, they've got a huge decision to make. Kellen lines up as a tight end, standing next to the quarterback. 3 receivers. 3rd and goal at the 6. Crawford back to pass. Looks, scrambles. He's in trouble. He's going to be sacked at the 14-yard line, and that's a great effort by Cisco. They sacked Crawford back near the 15-yard line. The Apaches are going to have to settle for a 32-yard field goal, and that is a bad sequence by the Tyler offense.
A drive, a possession that started at the Cisco 4-yard line. They actually lost 10 yards on the possession. They'll have to try a field goal.
3 plays, they lose 10 yards. And that's assuming that they kick a 31-yard field goal. Again, another missed opportunity for the Apache offense. And again, no angle on this. The kick is on the way. It would cut this to a 3-point game, and at least Patterson converts his second field goal, and the Apaches cut it to 3. But, oh, boy, they could have led. 9:42 to go in the third. Cisco 23, Tyler 20 on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM KTBB.
You have one last chance to round out your fall schedule at TJC. The next 8-week mini-semester starts Monday, October 22nd. Mini-semesters at TJC offer more choices and flexibility to complete your courses in a shorter amount of time. And speaking of time, you don't have much left to sign up. Don't forget, 8-week mini-semester at TJC starts Monday, October 22nd and runs through December 12th. Ready to sign up? They're ready for you. Go to tjc.edu and register today.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
97.5 KTBB FM. Your only local news radio. This is KTBB Tyler. KTBB FM, Troop Tyler Longview, and KTBB.com.
Cisco opened the door for Tyler. The punter dropped the snap. Tyler recovers at the 4-yard line. They lose 10 yards in 3 plays and settle for a 31-yard field goal. It's 23-20 Cisco. The Apaches get points out of it, but they're still disappointed.
Yeah, disappointing, but at least they get the field goal, and still a lot of football left to be played, but that is a disappointing series of plays.
Patterson tees it up and kicks it off. This ball is high and deep, and it'll be about 3 yards deep. Cisco will take the touchback. McCook will fair catch it, and it'll be Cisco football at the 25-yard line. Again, Tyler had 1st and goal. They lose a yard. They lose 3 yards on 1st down, gain 3 yards on 2nd down, and get the quarterback sacked on 3rd down and settle for a 31-yard field goal. Again, while this is only a 3-point game, it was disappointing that the Apaches did not take the lead. They had the chance. And so now Cisco's got the ball back, and the Apache defense, which did well in their first possession, going to try it again. And the football off on 1st down to Sproles. He's into the Tyler secondary for about 9. Pops it upfield past the 30, where he's tripped up by Hudson, to the 34-yard line, gain of 9, 2nd and 1 for Deucin Sproles.
Patient run by Sproles. He allowed the blocking to develop in front of him before dashing through the hole for good yardage.
2nd down and 1. As the Apache defense out there, again, they've been gashed some today. Got to come up with another big play. 2nd down and 1 at the 34-yard line. Ball handed, fake the handoff, and Kremecki's looking to go deep. He's hit as he throws downfield. Got a guy out there, but overthrew the receiver who was open on the play. Jarvis Williams was open. He had the Apaches beaten by a good step and double-team coverage. But if Kremecki hits him, it would have been a touchdown. It is a break for the Apaches. It'll be 3rd down.
Apaches got some pressure on the quarterback that time. Looks like the officials are talking to the Apaches if there's a penalty flag. I didn't see a flag. It's a legal receiver downfield.
That's a great break for the Apaches. Never saw the flag.
I didn't either. Still haven't seen it. No, I didn't see it at all.
Okay. So that's a 5-yard walk-off. We'll take it back to the 29-yard line and make it a 2nd and 6. So 2nd and 6 coming up with 9:02 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cisco leading Tyler 23-20. The Apaches have been clawing uphill all day long. But to their credit, they continue to hang in there. This Cisco team's pretty impressive, pretty good. Beating these guys would be a nice win today if the Apaches can get it done. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line. Snap the football. Kremecki, bubble screen Robinson. Look out. He's been good on these today. The Apaches contain him at the 32-yard line. Well played that time by Jermaine Breeley and Nate Dickey and other Apaches. Looks like Turner was in on that tackle as well, all ganging up along the near sideline to bring him down. And it'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Yeah, it's a good job. And good job by the Apache secondary to hang in there and make a solid tackle.
3rd down, actually 3rd and about 3. Ball's nose of the football, 32-yard line. They need to gain the 35. Ball on the near hash. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They've got a tight end in the ball game. Snap the football. The Apaches rush 3. Flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Kremecki's going to run with it, and he'll have the 1st down. They lost contain again, and he has it to the 39 and another 1st down. Gained about 7.
Yeah, you could see it coming. He was acting like he was going to throw the football, but I think he had designs on running it once he got out of the pocket and cut back against the grain inside the Apache, the flow of the Apache defense for the 1st down.
Is he not the best quarterback we've seen this year? I think he's the best one I've seen. Yeah, I do. I think he's the best one we've seen among the opposing teams that I have seen this year. And this is a good offense. And stopping him is not easy. 1st down at the 39. Best Cisco team I've seen in a while. From the 39-yard line, 4 wide receivers, 1 back, straight drop. Blitz coming, throws downfield, had a guy there, but did not complete the pass because I think the receiver and Daniel Lee the quarterback and Daniel Lee were not on the same page, and it's incomplete, but he was open.
He was open in between 2 Apache defenders, and I think the pressure from the backside or front side of the quarterback may have thrown him off, but again, that's an open receiver.
Apaches had 23 sacks and 13 picks coming into today. And the quarterback has had way too much time, more often than not, in this game. 2nd down at the 39-yard line. Ball in the middle of the field. 4 wide receiver, straight drop. They throw it outside, complete the pass to Rosner at the 47. Crosses midfield into Tyler territory. 1st down at the Apache 46. Run out of bounds along the Cisco side.
Well, wide open again. Rosner, good use of the hands, and once he caught it, he got immediately upfield for extra yardage. Nice job.
Okay, so it's a 1st down at the Tyler 46-yard line. And again, too much of that today. Too many wide open receivers. And the Apaches have made a few big plays today, but they've not cleaned that part of the game up. And we're down to 7:10 to go in the 3rd. Tyler trails by 3. 1st down Wranglers at the 46-yard line. Snap the football. Hand it to Sproles. They block 2 Apaches out of the play, and he picks up about 6 and is run out at the 40-yard line in front of the Cisco bench. The 6-yard gain. You'll take that every time on 1st down.
Another patient run by Sproles. Again, good use of the blocking to get upfield. That's a lot of yardage. Good yardage on 1st down.
Mark him at the 39. So give him another yard and make it a 2nd down and 3. A 7-yard run on 1st down by Sproles. They've got 2 good running backs. Sproles and Medlock have done the damage today on the ground. And again, a pretty balanced today, at least, Cisco offense. And the stats say they're predominantly a passing team, but they've run the ball pretty well today. Far hash is a 4 wide receiver set with no tight end. On a 2nd and 3, they blitz this time. He throws downfield and completes the pass, and that'll be a 1st down to Williams at the 20-yard line. Nate Dickey in coverage that time, but I'm telling you what I really like about Kremecki. He's got a quick release. He made the decision and threw a bullet on the numbers right to Jarvis Williams.
And hung in there with Apaches in his face on a quick slant route. Nice job again. Again, as you mentioned, probably the best quarterback in his league.
Yeah, he's a big kid, too. Yeah. We've not seen John Kitna's kid, Jordan, today. It's been all Kremecki. And it's a 4 wide receiver set again. Sproles in the backfield. The Apaches try to blitz. Kremecki hangs in, throws, short gain. Quick tackle that time by Breeley after the pass completed to Lee at about the 18, maybe the 17-yard line for a gain of 3.
That's a great tackle by Breeley. Short gain on 1st down. Another quick slant route by the Wranglers.
Apache just not stopping him, though. They're picking him apart right now. And on a 2nd down 7, it's incumbent on the Apaches to try to at least hold these guys to a field goal and keep this to a 1-score ball game. 4 wide set. Tyler's offside. This is a free play. They'll throw to the end zone. It's completed. No. Lee dropped it. Pretty good coverage by Tyler down there. He tried to one-hand the ball, but that was offsides on the Apaches, I think.
Yeah, it was easy call for the offsides on the Apache or the Apaches, but
I think there might have been 2 Apache offsides that time. They call it on Cody Dillard, but it looked like a couple of Apaches might have been in the neutral zone. 5:28 to go.
Lee almost made a circus catch, a one-handed circus catch, but they'll get the 5 yards.
2nd down, 3 then coming up. Ball spotted at the 12-yard line. Just dinking and dunking their way downfield, and the Apaches have been unable to stop them. This is a 90-yard drive they're working on, right, Kevin?
Yep. 75.
75. Okay, they started at the 25 and then lost yardage on penalties. Back to pass again. Kremecki, he gets away, and Hogue missed him, and Brennan Davis tackles him at the 9-yard line. That's a 1st and goal. Again, that time they had pretty good pass rush, but you leave the middle wide open. Yeah. And it's a 1st down.
And Kremecki's a good, fast decision maker. He felt the pressure and then stepped up in the pocket and just kept going for the 1st down.
Yeah. It's the 8-yard line. 1st and goal at the 8. And you just get the feeling the Apaches don't have an answer right now.
Yeah, they really don't. It feels like it should be a bigger lead the way they have picked the Apaches apart. They're lucky to be this close.
Yeah, and maybe they still come up with a big play here because they've done enough of that today to keep them out of the end zone a couple of times. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Kremecki fakes the handoff, throws it to Robinson, caught at the 10, down to the 5-yard line off the bubble screen. And it'll be 2nd and goal. He's run out of bounds by Breeley and Hudson along the near sideline. Let's see where they mark him out. But it'll be a 2nd and goal at about the Tyler 4-yard line, just inside the 5, near the 4. 2nd and goal. We're down to about 4:41 to go in the 3rd quarter as Cisco just calmly moves this football down the field. And on a 2nd down inside the 5-yard line, it's Kremecki again. He's got time, throws the slant, knocked away, and almost intercepted. Excellent work that time by TJC's Nate Dickey on the slant pass that time. And that ball was knocked up in the air, and again, that might have been the big play that the Apaches needed, but a nice play by Dickey.
Yeah,
it'll be 3rd and goal.
Yeah, nice hit on the well-timed hit on the receiver. They got the football out of there, but he took a hit as well, the receiver Robinson.
I think they moved the ball back about a half a yard. They had it spotted inside the 5. Now they got it inside the 5. Now they got it back at the 5-yard line. Does it look like they respotted that ball in the wrong place to you from where they did a moment ago?
Could be.
All right, interesting. 3rd down and goal at the 5-yard line. 4 wide set. Hand the ball off to Sproles. Down to the 2, down to the 1. He's pushing toward the end zone, and I think they pushed him in. Touchdown. Yep. Yeah, they did. And a penalty flag at the end of the play. Their offensive lineman pushed Deucen Sproles into the end zone if it stands.
Yeah, not sure what the penalty flag is, but there was a lot of pushing and pulling by Cisco to get him into the end zone. Apparently, they think it's against the Apaches as they run the extra point team out on the field.
It'll go down as a touchdown pass to Sproles. Was that a handoff or a touchdown or a pass?
Not as a handoff.
Handoff, yeah. Sproles in the end zone, and they line up in the swinging gate. Now we'll kick the extra point. Handoff, Sproles goes in from, we'll call it 5 yards out. And the extra point would make this a 10-point game again. And it keeps the Apaches having to play uphill all afternoon long. The extra point by Keller is good. 4:16 to go in the 3rd, and the Wranglers lead the Apaches 30-20 on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
Hello, fans. This is Randy Grooms with Citizens First Bank, where we want to be a part of your winning team. We appreciate the value of loyal fans who always support their team. And at Citizens First, you will always talk to a real person who knows your name and is willing to assist you with any of your banking needs. Our team includes a reliable staff that is ready to put you first. From personal and business online banking to remote deposit capture, we offer the latest in new account technology that will keep you and your business in the game and save you valuable time. Come and see what it's like to do business with the only A+ rated bank in East Texas, where we'll help you score a touchdown and put points on your financial scoreboard.
Citizens First Bank on the Southeast Loop in Tyler. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and on the web at citizensfirstbank.com.
97.5 KTBB FM.
Cisco gets a 5-yard touchdown run by Sproles. The last 2 pushed into the end zone by his offensive lineman, and they now lead the Apaches 30-20.
A heck of a drive. 12 plays, 75 yards, 5 minutes, and 26 seconds.
And again, the Apaches have been playing that way behind the 8 ball all day long. Still a very winnable game, but not if they don't learn to stop these guys when it counts. Every time they've needed to answer today, they have.
Well, if you can throw the football the way these guys have, Cisco, then you can run a draw play near the goal line, and he'll get in. He got some help from his offensive line, but it's a good design, good execution.
Tyler to kickoff, 35-yard line. Tyler again down 10. A lot of time left, but some things have to happen for TJC. Some things have to change for the Apaches to win this game. It's a kickoff that is taken at the 25 by the Apaches upfield, and a nice run back to the 41-yard line. Check, see who the Apache Cameron High from Jacksonville returned that kick. Tyler has pretty good starting field position. Again, Jeremiah Crawford has gone all the way at quarterback today for the Apaches. See where exactly they spot this. Somewhere around the 40. They're going to say the 40-yard line. Crawford is, again, a gamer. He is a winner. He's proven that in high school, proven it here. But he is not nearly the accomplished passer that Kremecki from Cisco is.
No, he's not as accurate, and then he's getting frustrated with himself and his receivers. We'll see if they can bounce back.
4 wide receivers, 3 split to the nearest side, which is the wide side. Fakes the bubble screen. He wants to run with it himself, and there he goes. Again, this is what we're talking about. He's a playmaker. That's a 15-yard run. Crawford is the kind of kid that you're never out of the game with. He's going to keep you, keep the you have to respect everything about him. He's just not the classic quarterback, drop-back throwing quarterback.
Now, Crawford wanted to hit Bailey on a stop route, but it was covered, so good decision by him to get upfield.
But, again, he makes plays like that one. And he has been a spark for Tyler all year long. Hand the ball off, and this is a handoff, and this is Shannon Vaughns, who ran earlier, I think, or this may be the first time in about 7 weeks that we've seen Shannon Vaughns play. A trackster, Shannon Vaughns was the Tyler leading rusher in the first game of the year against Kilgore out of Cypress Falls. And he picks up some yardage that time, got about 4 yards. So good to see Shannon Vaughns back in the game. Shannon is, again, a sophomore from Cypress Falls, 2nd and 6. Throw the bubble screen to Curtis. Curtis is a playmaker. He'll take it for about 3-4 yards inside the 40 to the 37. Tyler will face a 3rd down and short. As he threw that bubble screen to the far side toward the Cisco bench, it'll be 3rd and 2.
And just got it over the hands of the outreach hands of a defender that time for the completed pass.
All right, so it's 3rd down and 2. It's the 38-yard line. 3 receivers split toward the near side of the field, toward the Tyler bench, the wide side. Vaughns in the backfield and Crawford, the quarterback for the Apaches. Cisco, with a 4-3 look defensively, they have 4 down linemen with their hands on the ground here. And here comes the blitz. Crawford in some trouble. He is flushed out. He's going to be chased all the way back to the 45 and has to throw it away. 4th and 2, and Tyler's got to go for this, don't they?
They have to, and they will. Looks like they will, but good pressure. Crawford's lucky he was able to get rid of the football and not take the sack. They were coming from the backside and nearly got there.
Yeah, he made a smart play just to throw it to the Tyler sideline. So it's 4th and 2, and the Apaches will not punt. And they need every one of these down the stretch. Again, you just get the feeling that the defense is going to be challenged all day long. They're going to have to keep pace. And this is imperative on this 4th and 2, in my opinion, that the Apaches make this first down to see if they can. Throw the bubble screen again. Find Lanier. He won't. He's knocked off his pins at the 42-yard line. And a loss on the play, and that was Xavier Hall, the linebacker, who got him. Completed the pass, but no sooner had the ball arrived than Lanier just popped Lanier right in the mouth and knocked him off his feet. It'll be Cisco's football after TJC misses.
Yep, second time today the Apaches go for it on 4th down, do not convert. That's a great job. Again, they're not just big on defense. They're pretty fast, and that's a great reaction on the short pass by the Wrangler defense.
Where Cisco's playing right now, I've not seen anybody in the league this year that's as impressive as they.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. I mean, we've seen so much bad football from Cisco over the years. It's hard to believe that these guys are this good.
I know, and I haven't seen anybody any better so far, including Tyler. From the 41-yard line, the handoff on the stretch, and this will be a gain of about 2 yards for the running back Sproles out to about the 43-yard line. Again, we've seen it so many times in the playoffs, hoping the Apaches are in that tournament. But if they don't win today, they're going to have to beat Kilgore next week. And remember, Kilgore beat them badly, 42-10 in the first game, and they're playing at Kilgore next week. Yeah. But again, based on the history of that series, who knows what's going to happen. it's hard for anybody to sweep the series. And Kilgore was leading Blinn today. Noting what's happened to Blinn. I think their quarterback got hurt last week. But it's just been a strange year in this conference. 2nd down and 8 at the 43-yard line. Snap, inside handoff, and to the 45-yard line. The Apaches, after a 3-yard gain, get Sproles at the 46-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Again, Trinity Valley, a traditional power, on the brink of elimination.
Right, they're down this season.
Navarra, a traditional power, on the brink of elimination.
That's right, they're down this season.
The Apaches, a traditional power, struggling today.
That's right.
Kilgore winning today. The Highway 31 teams could almost get shut out of the playoffs if they don't step it up. The Apaches are going to have to win either today or next week to make the playoffs.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, it won't be easy. Well, it hasn't been easy today, and it won't be easy next week.
3rd down and 5. From their own 46-yard line, it'll be Cisco snapping the ball. Blitz coming. Kermecki steps up, throws down the near side. That pass is completed in front of 2 Apaches. Like rain, he dropped that one into Bradley Rosner for a 1st down at the Tyler 36-yard line.
That's a perfect pass on an outright. I tell you what, Rosner's a good receiver. He got his body around and caught that ball in traffic and stayed in bounds.
When he the kid who I couldn't read his number before the game?
That's him.
Rapping about?
He's making some plays.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's a good player. And again, Kermecki, I mean, like rain, dropped that one into a hole between 2 receivers, 2 defenders. 1st down at the 36-yard line. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Kermecki, they blitz 5 that time. They throw it out to the edge, and they get another 1st down the far sideline. Again, a wide open receiver out of the backfield. Casey Medlock. The Apaches were trying everything. They ran everybody but the kitchen sink at Kermecki that time, and he still completed the pass to Medlock for a 1st down to the 23-yard line.
Blitz recognition by the quarterback and got the football in the hands of the back out of that backfield. He outran the linebacker to the edge, and again, the Apaches are lucky he's not standing in the end zone.
Everybody blitzing but you, and we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with Cisco leading Tyler 30-20 on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM KTBB.
Replace the parts of your home exterior that are made of wood with today's vinyl siding, and you'll never paint again.
With the vinyl, you don't ever have to paint it.
That's Chris Chambliss of Bullard Siding in Tyler.
The extent of your maintenance is washing it from time to time when it looks like it's getting dirty, but you really don't have to do anything to it at all.
Today's vinyl siding is nothing like the siding of days gone by.
To the untrained eye, it's hard to distinguish from wood. Typically looks a lot better than wood, actually, because it doesn't have the inconsistencies in it that wood does. You're not going to have any warping, and obviously the paint doesn't flake or anything like that. Termites obviously can't eat it. It's just a far superior product than what it really is. We have jobs that, they've been up for 20 plus years and still look brand new.
For vinyl siding products that will make your home look better and last longer, let Bullard Siding be your home improvement resource. Bullard Siding, more than 70 years of East Texans taking care of other East Texans. Online at bullardsiding.com. Bullard Siding.
97.5 KTBB FM.
Bill Coates and Kevin Simon at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium on Earl Campbell Field. Gorgeous Saturday afternoon. But Cisco leading Tyler 30-20 as we start the 4th quarter.
Tell you what, if it's body language is any indication, the Apaches already beat. They came off walking off the field while the other sideline is exploding, so they got to get it together.
Need a big play. 1st down at the 23-yard line. Cisco leading by 10 and driving. Back to pass Kermecki. He scrambles, flushed out, looking. Again, they've let this happen all day. Picks up about 11 on a running play. They lose contain. Sanders made the tackle at about the 14-yard line, but it has been that way all afternoon long. They flush him out, and he runs for a 1st down, and that's either 1st and 10 or 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 is what they're going to call, but they're just having, and you said this already, the Apaches are just having a hard time. They don't have any answers, and Rosner, quarterback didn't have to run. Rosner was wide open on the sideline for a 1st down.
2nd down and about a half a yard at the Tyler 14-yard line. They go double tight end, 2 receivers, and the running back Medlock faked the handoff. Kermecki's going to throw it downfield on a bootleg and throws it incomplete to the tight end Bolden. Not sure what the heck they were doing that time. They were thinking that maybe the Apaches with the box loaded up might leave the edge wide open for another bowling touchdown like he did on the first play, the first touchdown of the game, but it didn't work out that way.
We're going to take a shot at 2nd and 1, so they're going to take a shot. They know they have another play in 3rd down and maybe in a 4th down, so not a bad play call, just poor execution. Tight end's open. They just didn't get him the ball.
3rd down and, again, inside a yard at the Apache 14-yard line. And now the Apaches, with their backs against the wall, inside their own red zone. And, again, on a 3rd down and short, snap the football. Kremecki's going to run right up the middle and has the first down to the 10-yard line, down to about the 9, depending on where they mark him down. 1st and goal are right at it for Cisco around the Apache 10-yard line.
Yeah, good decision, good. I don't know if it's a called quarterback draw by Kremecki, but just a good decision to get up in the pocket and pick up the first down.
So it's 1st and goal, the nose of the football at the 10-yard line for the Cisco Wranglers, leading by 10 early in the 4th quarter, and a chance to really make it tough on Tyler Junior College this afternoon. A 17-point lead the way they've been playing. I'm talking Cisco would make it awfully hard for the Apaches to climb that hill. Let's see if they do. Hand the football off. This will be Sproles for only 2, and the Apaches do a good job that time. Frazier is in on that tackle, and the whistles finally blow after he picks up 2 or 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Kremecki was a little banged up on the previous play. He took a shot from behind. He's still trying to shake off the cobwebs. Good play by the Apache defense there.
Is he out there right now?
He's still out there.
Yeah.
But you can kind of tell he's kind of shaking it off.
Yeah, 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line. 2 minutes into the 4th quarter. Cisco leads it by 10. They're threatening the Apache end zone. Sproles in the backfield. Slot left, 2 receivers. One of their guys, I think, moved, and the whistle blows, and they're going to give up 5 yards. One of their outside receivers, and I saw it from up here, made that motion that will get you a false start penalty every time.
Kremecki lined up as a tight end that time. It was a direct snap to the running back. They were going to try to sprint him out to the left side, but again, they lined up but weren't ready. Or got off to an early start. That'll cost them 5.
It's 30-20. Tyler has missed opportunity after opportunity today. Deep in Cisco territory and not come away with nearly enough points. The Wranglers haven't made that mistake. Now they face a 2nd down and goal at the 13-yard line after the 5-yard walk-off. They sent 2 receivers out left, including Rosner, and a receiver to the right, and they're back to pass. Kremecki hit as he throws downfield, caught Rosner, touchdown, Cisco. And they're up 16. 13-yard touchdown pass to Rosner.
Well, and he made it look easy. Felt the pressure, Kremecki did, but still got off a great pass, an accurate pass to Rosner, who's a playmaker. Quick slant route for the score.
All right. This is going to be tough to overcome for Tyler Junior College. They're down 36-20, early 4th quarter. And their kicker, Keller, looking to make this a 17-point game. They have come in here to Rose Stadium today and have done the job so far. 37-20 with the extra point. Cisco by 17 over the Apaches on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
You have one last chance to round out your fall schedule at TJC. The next 8-week mini-semester starts Monday, October 22nd. Mini-semesters at TJC offer more choices and flexibility to complete your courses in a shorter amount of time. And speaking of time, you don't have much left to sign up. Don't forget, 8-week mini-semester at TJC starts Monday, October 22nd and runs through December 12th. Ready to sign up? They're ready for you. Go to tjc.edu and register today.
Your search for a home loan should start and end with Guild Mortgage, the Holyfield Group. Tom Holyfield has served East Texans and their mortgage needs for over 20 years. Guild Mortgage is located at 1300 Hollybrook Drive in Longview, Texas, 75605, and 6775 Old Jacksonville Highway, Suite 2 in Tyler, Texas, 75703. They're on the web at tomholyfield.com. Equal housing lender. Company NMLS number 3274. Tom Holyfield, NMLS number 210861.
97.5 KTBB FM.
Cisco's Blaine Kremecki just hit Bradley Rosner on a 13-yard touchdown pass, and Cisco leads Tyler 37-20.
Yeah, 9 plays, 59 yards, 4 minutes and 48 seconds. They have scored on 7 of their 9 possessions.
Yep. And that's a sizable lead and a big hill to climb. Looks like Mount Everest right now. Kickoff, high and short, dropped by Cameron Ivan, picked up at the 20-yard line. And he circles right and gets it out to the 24. Well, the Apaches will start at their own 24-yard line. I don't know that they've got the firepower to do this, Kevin.
About to find out.
They have the running game, and they've got a game little quarterback, but I don't know that they're enough of a passing team to make up this kind of deficit with 12:20 to go in the game. They're going to have to hurry, and they're going to need some big plays.
Right. Having trouble with the yardsticks.
What's the deal with the yardsticks all year?
Look like they got them tangled up over there.
I guess they don't make yardsticks like they used to.
They don't make anything like they used to, including the yardsticks.
Yeah, I guess so. But, I mean, that stuff looks so flimsy over there. Right. And it looks like it either broke in half or the chain's all tangled up. Do you really need the chain? I guess you do, don't you? Otherwise, you'd be eyeballing 10 yards,
for
right?
a short period of time, you saw those sticks with, it would be a stick that actually came down. It would, like a railroad, it would come down. You saw that for a short time, and they kind of disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a flimsy piece of metal with some stuff around it to make it look pretty, and then this chain that they got strung out. The chain's always getting tied up. First down, back to pass Crawford. Steps up, throws up field. That's a nice catch by Bailey. Climbing the ladder on the numbers, on the hash at the 47-yard line. First down, Apaches. That was maybe Crawford's best pass of the day.
That was a great pass. He stepped into it, had plenty of protection. Good job by the offensive line, and that was a strike to Bailey.
That's what they're going to need now. They're going to have to loosen Cisco up in order to get that first quick score that they need to kind of make this game manageable again. Down 17. Crawford looking to throw. Got time. Throws again. Bailey again for 11. And another Tyler first down, or at least what looks like, if it's not, it's close. They're going to say his knee went down at the 44, so it's going to be second and short. I thought he had the first down.
Good throw again, and Bailey was able to go up and catch a high pass. Nice job.
Second down 1 at the 44-yard line. 11:35. Plenty of time left. The Apaches need touchdowns, not field goals now. They've got the tight end O'Quinn lined up left. And again, looking to throw. Crawford being flushed out. He's in trouble, but he can run, and he's doing just that. Crawford inside the 40, down to the 37, fighting for extra yardage and an Apache first down for Jeremiah Crawford.
Well, he's been under pressure all day, but a nice job to get upfield and get the first down.
So the Apache showing signs of life here, and again, this is the time of the game where field goals don't help. They've got to have touchdowns. And it would really help if they got one pretty quickly here to kind of re-energize their football team. First down at the 37-yard line. O'Quinn, the tight end, lined up left again. Hand the ball off, running that way. It'll be Shannon Vaughns, and Vaughns is hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a yard. They're reaching in, trying to strip the football away. It'll be a second down and 9 at the 36-yard line. And an Apache is down. Apparently he's okay. One of the Cisco players is down. TJC offensive lineman Dimitri Jordan was helped up, and I think he rolled on one of the Cisco players, and their training staff comes out, as does Tyler's Eddie McGuire, to look him over. Boy, it got awfully quiet.
Yeah, well, there was an immediate call from one of the players for Cisco to the sideline. So whenever you see that happen, you almost think it's pretty serious. Hopefully that's not the case. But
all right, so they're going to take a media timeout. We will too. 10:43 to go in the game. Let's take a 1-minute break. Tyler trailing by 10. Make that Tyler trailing 37-20 on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM KTBB.
At Tyler Ford, we know the best time for you to buy a car or truck is when you're ready. That's why we never have gimmicky sales or mail you a scratch-off that tells you want either a car, a TV, or a coffee maker. We discount our vehicles every day of the month, so we're always ready when you're ready. Our job is to get you every discount we can so you can save as much as possible. And with the largest inventory in East Texas, we have the right model with the right equipment that's right for you. And if for some reason we don't have it, we'll get it for you. But what if there's some aftermarket equipment you're wanting? Let us customize your truck with our full line of lift kits, custom wheels, and tires and accessories. Our advantage over the aftermarket is our customized trucks are covered under your new factory warranty, and the cost, it can be included in the financing. So if the time is right for you, the right place for you is Tyler Ford. I'm David Irwin. We're Tyler Ford, and we are the real deal.
97.5 KTBB FM.
Back to play after the timeout, and a throw downfield on first down, and a catch by TJC's Otis Lanier, and that's an Apache first down at the 20-yard line. We've got 10:36 left to play in the game. Tyler down 37-20, but the Apaches, Kevin, are driving. They got the ball at the 20-yard line.
Another nice pass by Crawford, right in the hands of his receiving.
The injured Cisco Wrangler, Trey Jackson, got up and trotted off the field. That's great news. And a snap, and they look right. Throw it to Cameron High on the bubble screen, caught at the 20, and he turns it inside and gets 5 yards down to the 15-yard line. Nice effort for the former Jacksonville Indian, Cameron High that time. It'll be 2nd down 5.
Crawford's looking better as the game goes along, getting more accurate, especially on this possession here. Good job.
Ball at the 15-yard line, 2nd down and 5. Again, the Apaches were at the 9-yard line with a chance to take the lead about 10 minutes ago and went backward. They've got to do better. And here's an offside against Cisco. It's a free play. Complete the pass to Lanier on the bubble screen. He caught it and got a first down to the 9-yard line. It'll be a first down because I think that play will stand. It was offsides on Cisco.
Yes, it was, and that's a nice play to keep going. And a nice job after catch to get upfield.
You'll mark it at the 8-yard line. So, again, the penalty, I think they're going to... Yeah, I got more yards on the play than they did the penalty, so it'll be 1st and goal at the 8-yard line for the Apaches.
This is where the Apaches have had their troubles in the red zone, so they have to turn that around and capitalize here.
Score here, get a stop, and things are looking a whole lot different. Then you've got a chance to actually maybe do some damage and maybe pull this one out. Got to score here. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Cameron High in motion. Crawford looks, throws. Cameron High caught it at the 5-yard line, High to the 2-yard line and run out of bounds. High was the man in motion that time, and they looked over there and kind of, again, short, take what they'll give you type drive here, Kevin, but they take it to the 3, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Apaches are bringing a heavy set. A lot of big guys coming on the field. Now we'll expect them to see if the Apaches pound the football.
Yeah, they bring Kaner and Killen into the ball game. Also an extra big guy coming off the Apache bench. That'll be Kenneth Woods. And so the Apaches load up here with a double tight end, plus Woods as a slot. Hand the ball off to Kevon Thompson, looking for his 3rd touchdown of the day, and he gets it. 3 yards out, Kevon Thompson's 3rd score of the day, and the Apaches get the touchdown. And there's a little bit of a scrum at the end of that play. That's a 3-yard touchdown run, and as they unpile down there, they get whatever was going on broken up, and the Apaches will get an opportunity to kick the extra point and make this a 10-point game.
That's a great drive, great possession by the Apaches when they had to have it. Again, Crawford was excellent on that drive.
Thompson's 3rd touchdown of the day, and Blake Patterson looking to add the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. 9:02 to go. Don't go away. 37-27. Cisco leads the Apaches on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
Vehicle technology is advancing at a blistering pace, and after a collision, correctly repairing those vehicles has become just as advanced. Now more than ever, your choice for collision repair directly impacts the future safety and quality of your vehicle. For those reasons and many more, choose Davis Green Paint and Body. Committed to this economic community for over 65 years and equally committed to the highest standards of vehicle repair. And most importantly, your safety. Davis Green Paint and Body. You're driving home their reputation.
97.5 KTBB FM.
TJC's Kevon Thompson from 3 yards out, capping the drive. The Apaches are down 10 as they kick off, and they try an onside kick, and it's loose, and the Apaches do not cover it. They had a chance. Somebody got a hand on the ball but didn't cover it. And it crosses the 50, and it's Cisco's ball at the 48-yard line. Kevin, it looked like an Apache had his hands on the ball at right at midfield and couldn't bring it in.
A good call. Cisco was not expecting the Apaches. Probably should have had that recovery, but they don't. Missed opportunity. The scoring drive for the Apaches. 9 plays, 76 yards, 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Thompson with his third touchdown run of the day.
Wranglers have it at the 48-yard line, but unless the Apache defense can make a couple of plays and get the ball back, it won't matter if it's the 48 or the 8. They still got to get the offense the ball back. And they have struggled at times to do that today. Kremecki is the big reason he takes a snap. Looks, pumps, throws, near side, caught Robinson, but he's hit immediately in front of the Tyler bench at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of about 4 yards. Good job by K.J. Turner, the Tyler strong safety, to come over and make the hit. It'll be 2nd and 6, and there's a penalty flag back in the backfield.
Yeah, holding against Cisco.
Again, these kind of penalties can add up, so take away the 4-yard gain and put the Wranglers back at the 38-yard line where it'll be a 1st down and 20 with 8:43 to go. Plenty of time.
Yeah.
Again, the Apaches must get a stop, and then you might be in business. We might still see a crazy finish here today at Rose Stadium. Wouldn't that be fun? All right, so it'll be a 1st and 20 at the 38-yard line. 2 receivers left and 2 to the right. Kremecki, snap. Young man from Pflugerville throws it upfield, completes it to Robinson, who gets about 8 yards of that back before Hudson makes the tackle at the 47-yard line. Robinson's been a handful today. It'll be a 2nd and 11. 2nd down and 11 coming up. Ball spotted near the 46-yard line. 46, not 47. So make it a 2nd down and 12, Kevin, with 8 minutes to go.
That is a nice job by Robinson. Not a big guy, 5'9", 175, but you like what he's able to do after the catch. Again, he gets upfield immediately.
This ball-hawking Tyler secondary has not had a chance to make a real play today. Be a great time for that to happen. 2nd down and a dozen at the 46-yard line. Far side to short side, blitz coming. Kremecki hit as he throws upfield. That ball is incomplete behind Robinson. That time the pressure, I think, made a difference. The Apaches were bringing an extra guy, and they did not put Kremecki on the ground, but I think they might have made him throw it a tick sooner than he'd hoped and throw it short. And here's a 3rd and 12.
Yeah, that is good pressure. That forced an early pass as the receiver hadn't even come out of his break yet. So nice job by the Apaches. They need to make one more play.
All right, so here's the opportunity again. Tyler defense with half a quarter still to play. Get the ball back for the O. 3rd and 12 at the 46-yard line. 4 wide receiver, 1 back, no tight end set. Tyler with 2 down linemen and another blitz coming. They get to the quarterback. No, they miss him. And he throws the ball downfield and incomplete, intended for Rosner at the Tyler sideline. They almost had him for a sack. Notorian Smith was coming hard. He got rid of the ball and really showed a heck of an arm to get that thing to Rosner along the near sideline. And Rosner went up but couldn't bring it down inbounds. And it is 4th down. And after all that talking, what it amounts to, Kevin, is Tyler's defense does the job.
That's right. On a 3 and out, the Apaches get them off the field. Great job defensively. They'll force a punt.
So Seth Keller, check that. Gage Urias again. Remember, he dropped one earlier. And here comes the snap. The Apaches go after it. He gets a high kick. Bailey will fair catch at the 15-yard line. They were coming that time, and Sherry Duran almost got there. He's still limping from an earlier injury, but he almost got to that ball. It'll be Tyler's football 85 yards away, 7:24 to go. TJC down 10, Kevin. Would be a heck of a fourth quarter comeback, but stranger things have happened. It's doable, but you got to start now.
We saw a wild one last week. Didn't work out in favor of the Apaches. They have another opportunity here. Plenty of time. And again, that last possession worked out perfectly.
Well, the Apaches have it at their own 15-yard line. And it's Crawford with Cavante Jackson in the backfield and a man in motion. Play action fake. Throws upfield, and that ball is drilled, and that's Bailey again. And that's a 1st down. That's been his favorite target today. Bailey's having a nice afternoon. The sophomore from Wiley. That's a gain of 13, 1st down.
Yeah, nice pass by Crawford again. It's an in route. And as you mentioned, good job by Bailey.
The 28-yard line. 1st and 10 Apaches. Approaching the 7-minute mark. Three receivers split toward the right, the wide side of the field. Crawford looks, throws. Ball knocked down at the line of scrimmage. They had one picked like that earlier. Again, Crawford's not a tall guy, and that low trajectory for a 5'10 quarterback at best, you can get one knocked down occasionally. I'm not sure he didn't hit his own guy with that pass.
May have. Otis Lanier was wide open on a drag route, and that's who he was trying to get the football to, but Cisco makes a good play to knock the ball down.
Second down at the 28-yard line, 2nd and 10. TJC with the ball, near hash, fake, throw, downfield. He's got a guy open, and here's the score. Lanier to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and it's a touchdown. Flags are down. Back at the 23-yard line. If it stands, that's a 72-yard touchdown pass.
It won't stand. The way the offensive lineman is acting for the Apaches is holding against Dan Wilkins. And he is upset.
Wipe out the touchdown.
Wipe it out.
This has been a day of missed opportunities. Tyler with deep drives, settling for field goals. Had one picked off. That time, a 72-yard touchdown pass is called back. Would have made it a 3-point ball game with the extra point, and now the Apaches are back at the 18-yard line, 2nd and 12.
Wide open receiver for an easy touchdown, but it won't matter. Won't count.
That's the kind that'll keep a coach up at night.
Yes, sir.
And the offensive lineman who was called for holding. Second down at the 18-yard line. Snap, Crawford looks, throws again, looking downfield, and he had another open guy, but he overthrows Davian Curtis this time at midfield. Again, he had a step on the defender that time. And it'll be third down coming up.
Curtis was on a go route, and Crawford, who has been more accurate here in the second half, missed him that time.
6:43 left to play in the game, and the Apaches clinging to hope. And they had hope when Lanier went 72 a moment ago, but it called back by a penalty. Now it's 3rd and 20. Play action. Steps up, throws upfield, and it's knocked away. It's intercepted. Tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Cisco at the 15-yard line, inside the 10, inside the 5, down to the 3. That's Seth Wood with the interception. And that might be too much for Tyler to overcome. That ball tipped at the line of scrimmage again.
That's a heck of a play by Seth.
Was it tipped at all?
He tipped it. He tipped it and intercepted. And the run after the interception was awesome. I mean, he ran over a couple of Apaches. He was not going down, and he almost took it into the end zone. That's a heck of a play by Seth Wood.
Second pick of the day by Cisco, and it gives them 1st and goal at the Tyler 3. So the Apaches go from what looked like an apparent touchdown to cut it to 3. Penalty wipes that out. 2 plays later, an interception by Seth Wood, one of the linebackers. They've got 1st and goal at the Apache 3-yard line.
He ran mad after that interception. That's a bad break. Great play by Seth Wood. Again, he tipped the ball and then reeled it in for an interception, and a great run after the interception.
And for a possible clinching touchdown, the Wranglers line up at the 3-yard line, hand the ball to Sproles, and he's in. Touchdown. One play after the pick. Touchdown, Wranglers. And that might be too much.
Again, tip of the cap. Again, this is a different Cisco football team that we've seen in a long, long time. I don't know if we've ever seen a Cisco team look like this.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
No, this is a good football team. Best one I've seen this year in this league. They're the best team I've seen among the teams that we've watched this year by a wide margin. They don't have the record to show for it, and they still have to win next week to even get in the tournament. And the extra point is blocked by the Apaches. It'll be picked up, and this is returnable, and they may run this one back for a 2-point conversion. Picked up along the near side by K.J. Turner, and they run him down at the 33-yard line. Blocked and returned, and there's another penalty flag. That's been the order of the day.
Yeah, I think it'll be offsides on the Apaches. I think that's why they blocked it there.
Okay.
They were offsides, so.
So they get to re-kick.
They'll re-kick. Kind of been the story of the day for
the
the
Apaches.
Apaches. Yeah.
Missed opportunities have been the story of the day for the Apaches.
Yep, one after another.
And the inability to really figure out a pretty balanced and impressive Cisco offense today.
They haven't been.
And I don't think it's so much as I'm going to give Cisco
You
credit.
gotta give them credit.
I'm not going to say that Tyler was awful on defense today. I think Cisco is just that darn good. I think they're a good football team.
They are, and much more balanced than we thought they would be.
Yes. Tyler's played pretty well on defense this year. Made a lot of plays. They made some plays today, but Cisco they've got a very impressive group. And they'll get to re-kick this extra point. This time the kick is on the way, and it's good. And it's a 17-point ball game. Cisco 44, Tyler 27. Back in 1 minute on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
You have one last chance to round out your fall schedule at TJC. The next 8-week mini-semester starts Monday, October 22nd. Mini-semesters at TJC offer more choices and flexibility to complete your courses in a shorter amount of time. And speaking of time, you don't have much left to sign up. Don't forget, 8-week mini-semester at TJC starts Monday, October 22nd and runs through December 12th. Ready to sign up? They're ready for you. Go to tjc.edu and register today.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
97.5 KTBB FM.
Seth Wood's interception sets the Wranglers up at the 3-yard line, and Sproles from 3 yards out, and it's 44-27 Wranglers with 6:24 to go in the game.
Yeah, a heck of a play by Seth Wood, and I've said a handful of times. Just a great play for the guy to go up and tip it, then come down with the interception, and you got to like the way he returned it afterward. He didn't want to be denied.
If the Apaches have an epic comeback in them, it's time now to start. With 6:24 left to play in the game, they're down 17 points. And this has been a day when the Apaches have had opportunities but have not been able to convert on all of them. The kick is away, and this time Keller booms this one into the end zone to be a touchback.
I'm not sure why he hasn't been kicking it deep all day.
I don't know. I think they scouted Jefferson, didn't want to kick it to Jefferson. So. They saw him run that kickoff back 99 against against NEO last week. And they know how dangerous he is and decided not to kick to him. Because I didn't know the kid had that in him.
Yeah.
He hammered that.
He hammered that one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's clearly a coach's decision to just not kick it to him. Another thing about Cisco, they brought a heck of a crowd here.
They really have. Yeah.
They don't have this many people at their home games.
Exactly what I was about to say. This is the biggest Cisco crowd. There's a whole lot of firsts we're seeing from Cisco.
I've never seen this many at their home games in Cisco. Flags fly. Tyler snaps it at the 25. All sorts of movement. This is against Tyler. False start.
Yeah. Crawford is upset with the side. He's waving his hands at the sideline. Not sure. He's frustrated. But that'll back the Apaches up for 5 more.
I think Jeremiah can get pretty worked up, I think.
He's worked up now.
I think he's worked up. 1st and 15 back at the 20-yard line. Snap it. Steps up, throws right. Pass completed. Found Lanier, and Lanier gets it out to the 30-yard line. Got 10 yards back. But they're going to need more than that. Going to spot this ball somewhere around the 30-yard line. Is there another penalty flag?
Well, the way the Apaches are reacting, there's no penalty flag, but they're yelling at the ref like he had thrown one, but I'm not sure what's going on.
All right, 2nd down and at the 31-yard line. Throw the ball outside to Cameron High. Caught the ball and then goes to the ground. I think he just slipped down over there. It'll be 3rd down coming up.
Didn't get much on the play, if any at all, and he stayed in bounds, so that clock will continue to move.
Down to 6 minutes left. A disheartening day for the Apaches, I think. They got to win at Kilgore next week, and that won't be easy either. 3rd and 4. Crawford steps up, throws downfield, and this is way over the head of Otis Lanier, who's asking for a holding call, won't get it. And the Apaches will have a 4th and 4. They've obviously got to go for it here with 5:48 left to play.
Crawford just launched that one. And again, he's a little frustrated, and he just zipped that one downfield.
He's not the kind of quarterback that can throw you back into a game. That's not his game. He is a playmaker, and playmakers do what they do, but just to stand back there and throw rifle shots down the field like Aaron Rodgers, that's not Crawford's game. 4th down. Throw to the right side, complete the pass, and that's Lanier. That's a first down up to the 38, 39-yard line. Stop route outside in front of the Cisco bench at the first down, Apaches. Stops the clock with 5:43 left to play.
And that's a nice pass by Crawford. Good job by Lanier to get out of bounds.
But again, a 5-yard pass is not going to get Tyler where they want to be. Crawford steps up and throws it deep down the right side. He's got a guy out there, and a great catch by Lanier, but he could not take it to the ground. And the ball comes out as he hits the ground incomplete. That's the classic NFL control the catch to the ground, make a football move, and all that stuff. And he did none of that. He caught the ball, and when he went to the ground, the ball came out incomplete.
Perfect pass by Crawford. Got to be able to hold on to
beautiful
that.
pass. 2nd and 10. Crawford looks, pumps, hit, rolls out, far side, throws the ball upfield, and that ball may have been caught. No. Would have been short of the first down intended for Eli Aiken at the 45-yard line, but
penalty flag. Late penalty flag down on the Cisco sideline. Cisco's pointing in the direction of the Apaches. We'll see what happens. Crawford had to fight through a whole lot of traffic just to get the football off.
Officials talking it over. These two teams' tempers have gotten a little bit, but not too badly. And these guys have tried to do their best to keep that under wraps. I think they've done a reasonably good job today. We still don't have a call. It's going to be holding against Cisco. That's a 10-yard walk-off. Tyler gets first down out of this, I think. Yep, and takes out the 49-yard line with 5:16 to go. Tyler on their end of the field. Crawford throwing on every down, throws it downfield. That ball's almost picked off. He lobbed that ball out for Curtis, and that thing was kind of looped out there. And the cornerback, Seth Glenn, a former TJC Apache, that would have been sweet for him. He had a pick 6 if he hangs on to it.
Yeah, I think he deked Crawford into throwing that ball. He was just waiting for him to let it go and got a good break. Should have held on to it. If he does, it's a pick 6.
Seth Glenn looks over the Tyler sideline. I'm sure he's talking again. There's a lot of, for some reason, it's not between Coach Palmer and Coach Thompson, but there's some bad blood.
Yeah.
There are too many former Apaches down there on that Cisco sideline. And looking to throw again on a 2nd down, deep ball down the near side for Crawford, and they clearly held the TJC receiver Bailey. They didn't make a call, and now we're going to get another in-your-face situation back upfield between offense and defense. How's that not a holding penalty?
I think they just kind of
let it go.
I think so. I think the ball was not catchable, so I think they just kind of let it go.
Justin Bailey was clearly held about 35-yard line, but the officials probably, like you said, ruled it uncatchable. And then a little push, nothing major, but a little jawing going on at the end of that play. 3rd down and 10 at the 49-yard line. And Crawford again to throw. Steps up, throws down the right side, overthrows Cameron High, who had a moment where he was open at about the 33-yard line. And somebody's helmet flies off at the end of that play. Looks like one of the TJC offensive linemen. I think that's going to be Dan Wilkins, the big kid from Brisbane, Australia. Good day, mate. Comes to the sideline.
The referee is going to have to keep an eye on this one. A lot of pushing and shoving after the play between the offensive and defensive linemen.
4th down, 10, 5 minutes left. One back, 4 wide set on a 4th down. Last cast for the Apaches if they don't make it. And Crawford's going to be hit as he throws downfield, incomplete, and Cisco will take over at the Tyler 49-yard line. No flags. And the Wranglers will take over. And for all intents and purposes, this game is probably about over. 4:51 left as the Apaches miss on a 4th and 10 at their own 49. And the Wranglers now have the ball, a 17-point lead with 4:51 to go. I think I'm buying stock in the Wranglers this afternoon.
Tell you what, I had to see it with my own eyes. I didn't completely buy into the hype, but you mentioned in the first half they are as good as advertised.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Coach Palmer said that this week, that Thompson and his coaches, even though I don't think he likes them all, that they've done a good job with this group of kids, and I think they have. And Kremecki will take the snap. Got a new running back into the game, and he's running for his life, and DeArve Brown puts him on the ground. That is Tyler McAllister for the first time today. Lost a couple of yards that time.
Yeah, it's a penalty flag. I think it's going to be on the Apache sideline. Late penalty flag.
Well, let's see what
I think it's actually on Crawford from the sideline.
Yeah. I think Jeremiah is a little bit unspooled down there. Yeah.
From the sideline.
From the sideline. Yeah. You got to send him to the locker room, don't you? I mean, you can't have that, can you?
He's out of control.
Out of control down there.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't. Your quarterback, who's not even in the game, just got you a 15-yard penalty. Really? No. Or a 10-yard penalty. Right? 15 yards. 15 yards. I'm sorry.
15.
Yeah, 15-yard penalty on your quarterback on the sidelines. You got to send him to the locker room, don't you? Got to get him out of there. Still down there. Yep. First down at the 37-yard line. 4:18 to go. And the Apaches stoned the ball carrier, that time McAllister. As the Wranglers would love nothing more to run out the clock here, but McAllister just totally, Crawford is totally unspooled down there. And the Apaches called a timeout. They got to get this thing kind of under control a little bit.
Yeah.
Look, if you're going to lose, that happens.
Thing, right.
But you want to lose and with some dignity, and we don't want this to turn into something ugly. So the Apaches called time. I think that's why they did.
Absolutely.
Hey guys, you get them next week, but no more of this, okay? And so they're talking about this right now with 4:03 to go. Now the Apaches may have a beef with the officials. I get that, but that's just no way at this point in the game to finish a game like this. You're probably going to lose today. Okay, it happens. Go beat Kilgore next week. You probably still get in the tournament. You still win the league. Maybe win the championship. But don't let this be the defining moment of the game. Settle down. Finish the game out. Go back to work on Monday. Second down. Take the handoff. Kremecki's going to throw the slant downfield, and he's going to complete it to the 12-yard line to Jarvis Williams. Almost got away for the score.
Well, they're not taking their foot off the gas. That's a quick slant route for another first down for the Wranglers.
Yep. And I'm telling you, this is not the friendliest game I've seen.
No.
No. Kind of shame when it ends up like this, too, especially as close as the two head coaches have been. But I think the Cisco players have a little chip on their shoulder.
Without question.
And they're here to prove it at the 12-yard line, first down. Kremecki's going to throw the pass, and he hits Robinson at the 5-yard line. And then he gets hit hard at the end of that play. DeArve Brown in on that tackle. And it'll be second down near the Apache 6, where they finally mark it. We're down to nearly 3 minutes left in the game, just over 3 minutes.
Yeah, it looks like they want to score again.
And second and 4.
Yeah, they want to smash it in the Apaches.
Yeah, they want to bust 50.
Yeah, they're still throwing the ball.
Still throwing the ball. Again, their offensive coordinator is Ryan Taylor, who worked here. And I think he's got a chip on his shoulder, too. Second down at the 6. Handoff near side. The ball carrier stumbles but stays on his feet and gets it down near the 2-yard line, close to a first down. It's McAllister again. Apache's put him on the ground at the 3, so it'll still be short of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and 1 with 2:25 left to go in the game. I'd like to see the Apaches keep him out of the end zone here.
Yeah, took him out. I mean, they're trying to score. So,
they're trying to score. You might as well you might as well at least win this battle, if possible. 3rd and short, and we're approaching the 2-minute mark. And at some point, Russell Thompson might step in and say, you know what, no, we're not going to do this, but we'll see. 3rd down and short, ball at the 3-yard line. Hope he's going to throw the fade to the far side, and that's going to be a pass interference on the Apaches' Jermaine Breeley, who almost tackled Rosner on that short fade, and it'll be 1st and goal inside at about the 1-yard line.
I think you're right. They want 50.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Fade route from
Clearly
about the 3, yeah.
They're going to make a point.
Yep.
We did a game a few years ago between the Apaches and Trinity Valley where there was so much anger at the end of the game that they didn't even shake hands.
Couldn't let them shake hands.
Couldn't let them shake hands.
Couldn't let them shake hands.
I don't think that's the situation here, but
I don't know. Yeah.
There's an air about this game right now that I don't like.
We'll see what happens if the Wranglers score here. That might change things, and we'll see.
Minute 53 to go, and the clock running. They got 1st and goal at the Tyler 2-yard line. They already lead by 17, and they're trying to stick one more in, and they may do it. They hand the ball off to the fullback, and he gets to the goal line and fumble the ball, and the Apaches come out of there with it. They jarred the ball loose, and I think Tyler's got it.
They do.
And that's going to be a touchback, and the Apaches are going to get it. Good job, Apaches. Don't win the game, but you won the moment. Jermaine Breeley recovered a fumble. Ball was jarred loose from their fullback, Billy Reagans, and the Apaches are going to take over with 1:44 to go. Way to go, Apaches.
That is a good job. And again, you want these guys, you're not going to win the game, but you certainly want to play to the end, till the final whistle blows. The Apaches force a turnover. It'll be a touchback.
If you see them again, if you make the playoffs and you see them again, you can always get your revenge later. Right. Touchback. Tyler will have it at the 20-yard line. And, again, with 1:44 to go, the issue has long been decided. But Cisco didn't bust 50. So the Apaches win that battle.
That's right. They did, and that's a
They stripped the ball from Reagans, and they recovered it
at the goal line. So good job.
All right. Good job, Tyler. And it's a 1st down, Apaches. Again, Crawford's got to keep his head, though. He's back to throw again, and he's all the way back to the 15 and running upfield. 25, 30, 35, and he's got a 1st down and throws a shoulder at the DB at the 37-yard line and took a pretty big lick that time, but tried to deliver one on his own. And it's a 1st down to the 37-yard line with 1.5 minutes to go.
Man, oh, man, there is some anger down the stretch of this ball game. I think both guys threw shoulders that time.
Yep. Yeah, this one has been interesting. From the 37, 1st down, blitz coming. Crawford throws upfield, finds Cameron High. That's another 1st down at midfield. Good job by Crawford that time. He drilled Cameron High. Got an arm on him, and it's a 1st down. The Apaches are going to call a timeout, I think.
Yes.
With 1:10 to go, ball at the 50-yard line. They'd love to score one more time. Apaches will be at Kilgore coming up next Saturday afternoon. Again, congratulations to one of the Apaches' own, Amanda Hiles, the Apache Bell captain, who is busy herself today. She is the queen of the 85th Texas Rose Festival, which is winding down today. The stadium has been busy. The Rose Parade started at 9 o'clock this morning, and it always ends here in the stadium. And then the Apaches with the 3 o'clock kickoff today. All right, we'll let you. We owe David Domain a station ID coming up here in just a moment. We'll let him run this play, or run a play, and get to that here momentarily. 1st down, Apaches at midfield. And more up on the board, and Reagan completes the pass to Eli Aiken. Crawford to Eli Aiken at the 31-yard line. That's a Tyler 1st down and a gain of 19.
Yeah, Crawford, again, has been a lot more accurate here in the second half, a lot more accurate than he was last week, so that's good to see.
Apaches put themselves in a position where they couldn't run the ball very much. It's been all throwing, and they have not been able to complete enough. And here goes Crawford down the hash again. That ball is tipped and almost intercepted, intended for Jacob Cater. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification as you listen to TJC Apache Football.
Your only local news radio. This is KTBB Tyler, KTBB FM, True Tyler Longview, and KTBB.com.
44-27. Cisco with the 17-point lead. 46 seconds left. The Apaches with the ball at the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. Man in motion. They're trying to get a score on the board, and they throw for the end zone downfield. This will be Eli Aiken. That's caught. Tyler, touchdown. Touchdown, Eli Aiken. So the Apaches put one on the board from 33 yards out, and that makes everybody feel at least a little bit better.
Well, that's a great adjustment by Aiken. And to go up and get that with pretty good coverage. But again, a nice pass by Crawford.
First touchdown of the year for Eli Aiken, a sophomore. And a really nice throw by Crawford.
It was.
And the extra point would make this a 10-point ball game. As Blake Patterson will kick this one through. And with 38 seconds left, it's Cisco 44, Tyler 34 on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
All right, pop quiz. What's better? The sound of a Burger King Whopper patty sizzling on a flame grill? Or the fact that right now you can get 2 Whopper sandwiches for just $6? The answer is A and B. Both are better. Get to Burger King today for the 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Always flame grilled and made with 100% beef. Always prepared to order with freshly chopped onions and tomatoes. The 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Only at Burger King. For a limited time, participation varies. Prices higher in Alaskan Hawaii.
There are 2 sides to tire buying. There's the fun you who wants crisp handling that puts a smile on your face. And then there's the realist you who needs something with all-season capability and a great mileage warranty. Luckily, there are tires capable of both. Introducing the BF Goodrich and Michelin tires for crossovers, SUVs, and light trucks. Billings Tire and Service has got both sides covered. Billings Tire and Service, 2150 West Grande Boulevard in Tyler, and online at billingstire.net.
97.5 KTBB FM.
38 seconds left. Tyler down 10. They're going to onside kick here, I think. Ball teed up at the 35-yard line. The Apaches will throw a 33-yard touchdown pass. They're down 44-34. Math probably doesn't work, but they're going to tee it up and try an onside kick, I think. And Patterson's going to boot this one. It'll take the one hop, take the second. Tyler has it. Ball returned to the 44-yard line. That was a perfect onside kick that bounced the second time and right into the waiting arms of an Apache. And that is Justin Bailey, who's played one heck of a game today. He has been, Tyler's probably, other than Crawford, their best offensive player. Made catch after catch, and he caught that onside kick, and it was perfect.
It was perfect execution. Now, Cisco players, for whatever reason, they were getting out of the way of the football. Maybe they thought it was going out of bounds, but they got out of the way and made it easy for the Apaches. But that's good execution on the onside kick. Now, the officials are huddling and talking about something.
I think it traveled. It required 10 yards for sure. So they're going to
add 2 seconds.
Add 2 seconds. Yeah. Okay. Make it 38. Yeah. All right, so Tyler will have 38 seconds to see what they can do here. They've got the ball at the 47. They need to go deep, and Crawford steps up, scrambles, max blitz coming. He's going to throw it out of bounds along the near side and hit one of his own guys right on the side of the head. He drilled that ball so hard into the sideline, I'm not sure why, that Cody Davis, with his helmet off, took one right in the noggin that time. That had to hurt.
Yeah, Cody's got to keep his head on the swivel.
Why did Crawford do that?
Yeah, he just drilled him.
He just drilled it at his own sideline. Yeah. I could see him doing it at Cisco's sideline. There'll be a whelp there tomorrow. First down at the 47-yard line. Max blitz coming again. Crawford running. He's going to have to throw another one away. That was at the Cisco sideline. Why didn't he throw it hard at there? He lofted that one.
Okay.
That's just good sportsmanship on his part. 27 seconds left. 3rd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yeah.
Well, I love doing these games. You see stuff out here that you're going, that's kind of funny, actually. All right, 3rd down and 10 at the 47-yard line. They blitz again. Crawford has plenty of time. Throws downfield, ball caught at the 41-yard line. It's a Tyler first down as play stops with 20 seconds left in the game. And the completion is to Cameron High for the Apaches. And there's a timeout on the field. The Apaches call one of their timeouts.
That last one.
Oh, my goodness. So they'll need to be chunking to the end zone here. I tell you, let's say the Apaches score.
Yeah.
And make this a 44-41 game. All that does, well, it makes you feel better.
Right.
Then you start going back and looking at all of those missed opportunities that you blew, including the ball at the 16-yard line when you had that tip pass interception, and just there have been a number. They had to settle for a field goal. They had the ball at the 4-yard line after a muff punt, or the punter dropped the snap.
Right.
Had the ball first and goal at the 4, went backward 10 yards and settled for a field goal. You look at all of that, and then you start playing the what-if game, and that means a missed night of sleep.
Yeah, and a lot of missed opportunities today, and they had several last week as well. So
first down at the 41-yard line. Crawford's got time. He throws for the end zone down the right side. This ball is incomplete at the goal line, intended for Lanier. Was forced to the edge and might have been out of bounds anyway. Good coverage down there by Sheffield, the cornerback. And was there a penalty flag down?
Yeah, no flag.
No flag?
A good coverage on the play.
13 seconds left. Kilgore's defeated Blinn today, and it was NEO over New Mexico Military. So the Apaches simply have to win next week.
And Blinn is taking some back-to-back losses.
Yep, but they beat Tyler.
That's right.
And back to pass again. Crawford is hit as he throws the deep ball down the nearest sideline, intended for Aiken. And that goes incomplete. That'll be third down with 7 seconds left. So Blinn will fall to 3-3. The Apaches will be 3-3. Kilgore and NEO are both 4-2. Navarra and Trinity Valley are 3-3, and so is Cisco.
Sounds like a very average conference.
It's a very, but next week, again, Tyler's advantage here is that they have wins over Navarra and Trinity Valley, so if they can win next week, they would have that going for them. And back to pass on what might be the final play of the game. Throw it in the middle of the field at the 30-yard line, completed to the near side. Cameron High as the clock expires at the 13-yard line, and the Cisco Wranglers have come into Rose Stadium today and defeated the Tyler Apaches by a final score of 44-34. We'll keep it here and kind of watch the handshake line here. Yeah. Hopefully everything goes well.
I hope so.
I do too. I think it will. Yeah. I think it will. I think the tempers have cooled down a bit. The Cisco Wranglers, to their credit, came in here today, and there's no excuses. They won this game. They outplayed the Apaches,
yes,
don't you think?
Did. No, they were a better team, and again, everything is advertised. I was skeptical. I wanted to see it up close and personal. I had to see it to believe it, but this is a good football team.
Yeah, good football team, and they deserve to win this game. They outplayed the Apaches and win it 44-34 here at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. Back in a moment on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
You have one last chance to round out your fall schedule at TJC. The next 8-week mini-semester starts Monday, October 22nd. Mini-semesters at TJC offer more choices and flexibility to complete your courses in a shorter amount of time. And speaking of time, you don't have much left to sign up. Don't forget, 8-week mini-semester at TJC starts Monday, October 22nd and runs through December 12th. Ready to sign up? They're ready for you. Go to tjc.edu and register today.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
Hello, fans. This is Randy Grooms with Citizens First Bank, where we want to be a part of your winning team. We appreciate the value of loyal fans who always support their team. And at Citizens First, you will always talk to a real person who knows your name and is willing to assist you with any of your banking needs. Our team includes a reliable staff that is ready to put you first. From personal and business online banking to remote deposit capture, we offer the latest in new account technology that will keep you and your business in the game and save you valuable time. Come and see what it's like to do business with the only A-plus rated bank in East Texas, where we'll help you score a touchdown and put points on your financial scoreboard.
Citizens First Bank on the Southeast Loop in Tyler. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and on the web at citizensfirstbank.com.
Whenever you see wood on the exterior of your home, Bullard Siding can replace it with vinyl. It'll save you money and make your home last longer.
Wood is almost constant maintenance. It really is.
That's Chris Chambliss of Bullard Siding in Tyler.
You don't have that issue at all with vinyl. It doesn't rot at all. I mean, and it's UV stable. You don't have any problem with fading or anything like that. You don't ever have to paint it.
Bullard Siding brings more than 70 years of experience to the job of improving your home.
We've been installing siding since there's basically been a vinyl siding. You know, the guys that we have do our work are second to none. We don't let just anybody work on a house. And there's some fairly small things that add up to make a really good job. We try to go the extra mile to make sure that everything is done to the standards that I would want my own house done to.
For vinyl siding products that will make your home look better and last longer, let Bullard Siding be your home improvement resource. Bullard Siding, more than 70 years of East Texans taking care of other East Texans. Online at bullardsiding.com. Bullard Siding.
97.5 KTBB FM.
Bill Coates and Kevin Simon back at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium, where the Cisco Wranglers have defeated the Tyler Apaches 44-34. We won't keep you around a long time on our post-game show, except to tell you that the Apaches fall on the season to 4-4, but more importantly, 3-3 in the conference. This conference is kind of a jumbled mess right now. Kilgore won today. The Kilgore Rangers defeated Blinn 28-21, and NEO defeated New Mexico Military 34-27. So NEO and Kilgore both 4-2. Blinn falls to 3-3. They've lost 2 in a row. Tyler's lost 2 in a row. They're 3-3. Navarra and Trinity Valley had the day off. They're both 3-3, and so is Cisco. So who knows? But the bottom line is, it appears from here that if Tyler wins at Kilgore next week, which won't be easy, they're in the playoffs. If they don't, they're probably staying home for the second year in a row.
Yeah, and that'd be tough. Again, they started off slow, but got the season turned around, and boy, they struggled down the stretch as they did last season. Still got a game to play, and they'll need it.
Yep, and briefly, here's kind of how the thing went down. Again, Cisco took the opening kickoff and drove down 75 yards. A 41-yard pass to Byron Bolin, the tight end, capped a 75-yard drive and made it 7-0. The touchdown pass from Blaine Kremecki, who did a great job as their quarterback today. It's 7-0. Then they added a field goal to make it 10-zip. The Apaches had a punt blocked, tipped, not blocked, but tipped, across the line of scrimmage, and one of their guys touched the ball. Tyler recovered at the 41-yard line and took that extra possession, and 3 plays later, a 7-yard Gavon touchdown run, his first of 3 today, made it a 10-7 ball game at the end of 1. Second quarter, they added a 25-yard pass, second of the day from Kremecki to Rosner. Extra point, no good. It was 16-7. The Apaches counterpunched, 58 yards, 7 plays. Thompson's 6-yard run made it 16-14. Then the Apaches drove down to the 16-yard line, trying to take the lead for the first time. But a tip pass interception by Brendan Vaughn of Cisco